The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Ottumwa Bulldogs football is coming your way on your news and information leader, 1240 AM and 102.7 FM, KBIZ. Now, let's get you to the field with the voice of your Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High football is on the air. Good evening, everybody, from Schaefer Stadium in the City of Bridges. Jason Van Arkel reporting. Annie Argo is our on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. It is week 4 of the 2022 high school football season, our second home game of the year as your Bulldogs welcome the Grayhounds of Burlington. Both of these teams are 2-1. Coming into this matchup, which has run every year since 2014, except for 2 years ago when COVID caused a cancellation. Ottumwa coming off its first loss of the year, and after 2 games of wearing down opponents in the second half, Ottumwa saw the tables turned last week. A great second quarter burst sent the Bulldogs into half, tied with Roosevelt at 14, but the deeper Rough Riders scored 3 unanswered touchdowns in the third quarter to end the OHS perfect start to the season. Ottumwa didn't do itself any favors in the game either, committing multiple drive-killing penalties, as well as losing the turnover battle for the first time this season. The Bulldogs need to tighten things up in that regard because this is when the schedule really gets difficult. OHS will face 3 playoff teams in the next 4 weeks. You've got Burlington tonight, Cedar Rapids Prairie on the road next week, and then 2 weeks after that, a home game with Linn-Mar. And while those games will all be challenging regardless, penalties and turnovers would negate pretty much any chance Ottumwa would have of being competitive against those teams. The Bulldogs are a much better team from a year ago, but that margin for error is still pretty slim. On the injury front, wide receiver Javen Rominger will miss tonight's game with a concussion, but otherwise, the depth chart from last week remains intact. As for Burlington, again, a year ago, they were 7-3 and went to the Class 4A playoffs. They're 2-1 this year with a loss to Washington to start the season, and then victories over, well, they beat Oskaloosa last week, and I've lost my note on who they beat before that, but they are 2-1. Now, before last year, Burlington was an ideal opponent for Ottumwa, a program in a similar spot trying to rebuild, and a team OHS could beat and has beaten 4 times in the last 8 years if the Bulldogs would play solid football in those games. Last year, though, the Greyhounds came out of nowhere to post a 7-2 regular season and earn a spot, as we mentioned, in the 4A playoffs. Under third-year coach Jim Krekel, Burlington has all but abandoned the passing game. They usually line up with 2 tight ends, 2 wingbacks, no wide receivers, then run a form of the option game and dare opponents to figure out which way the ball is going. They've only attempted 12 passes through 3 games, and last week they handed Oskaloosa a 20-3 defeat without completing any of the 3 passes they did throw. The Greyhounds did lose a ton of talent to graduation after last season, so they're not the same team Ottumwa faced last year, but the game plan we'll see will be very similar tonight. So that is a first look at the 2 opponents, Ottumwa and Burlington, tonight. Right now on our Ottumwa football pregame show, we'll take a 3-minute timeout. When we return, we'll tell you about how last year's matchup went, and it wasn't pretty, but we'll give you some hope for this year being different. The pregame show rolls on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Are you looking for someone to capture the special moments in life, such as senior photos, weddings, family portraits, baby pictures, or even your furry friends? Look no further than Lee's Photography in Ottumwa to schedule your appointment. Brian, Connie, and the staff at Lee's Photography have the knowledge and experience to capture your special moments and make your vision come to life. Visit them on Facebook to see the range of their work. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, for all your all-around photography needs.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Wood Iron Grill at the Oskaloosa Public Golf Course is your home for chef-inspired cuisines. This is Chef Michael, and I invite you to come discover the Wood Iron Grill. From the delectable food that we serve to the gracious hospitality that we provide, we are the destination for an unforgettable dining experience that promotes conversation, laughter, and friendships. Enjoy our warm atmosphere and our breathtaking panoramic views. If you're looking for extraordinary flavor and impeccable service, it doesn't get any better than the Wood Iron Grill, making memories one plate at a time. For hours and specials, like us on Facebook.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree, and our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High football on KBIZ and on the live video stream. The pregame show continues from Schaefer Stadium as your Bulldogs get ready to take on Burlington. Last year, Ottumwa traveled to Burlington's Bracewell Stadium and got beat 42-0. It was the second week in a row that Ottumwa gave up 40-plus points and got shut out for the second straight week. Burlington led the game 28-0 after a quarter and put it on cruise control from there. Ottumwa gave up 404 rushing yards, while only totaling 117 yards of offense themselves. The good news for Ottumwa tonight is that virtually all of Burlington's offensive production from last year has graduated, not to mention about 95% of the defensive players that played in that game. The scheme for Burlington is still the same, but between the personnel turnover and Ottumwa's improved defense, the hope is for a much closer outcome. Now, these two teams restarted their series in 2014 and were scheduled to play it every year since then. This would be the 9th meeting in a row, but as we mentioned at the outset of the pregame show, that game in 2020, which would have been the season opener, was canceled by Burlington because of COVID issues. And that was the week where Burlington didn't announce that they wouldn't play Ottumwa until the day before, and so Ottumwa, or maybe it's 2 days before, but at any rate, Ottumwa was scrambling to find an opponent for the opening weekend, and the day before, the Thursday before the Friday opener, they settled on a road trip to Central DeWitt, which means we drove about 3 hours for that game. It turned out to be a one-touchdown loss, a competitive game for Ottumwa in that opener, but that was the only time since 2014 that Ottumwa and Burlington did not play, and then when they met at Bracewell Stadium last year, it was all Greyhounds. Ottumwa hoping for a different outcome here at home in 2022. The winner will be off to a 3-1 start, while the loser tonight will drop to 2-2. Still plenty to come on the pregame show. We're going to touch on keys to the game in the next segment. That's after this 3-minute timeout on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Protection is important, especially when you're talking about your dreams, which is why we're going to keep you covered with plans that can save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. That's protection.
What do you look for when choosing a bank? One that's locally owned with fast and friendly service from neighbors who know your name? Are you looking for a bank that is growing and gives back to the communities it serves? Is the convenience of reliable online and mobile banking important to you? Do you need knowledgeable lending experts who make it easy and are empowered to say yes? We have it all at Iowa State Bank in Fairfield. Bank with us. myiowstatebank.com.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
This is Nancy with Falvey Lumber. Come see the noticeable savings with the drop in lumber prices. Just in time for all your fall projects. Whether you're building a new deck or remodeling that bathroom you've been putting off, Falvey Lumber has you covered for everything you need. We've got 2 convenient locations, Merino Avenue in Eddyville across from the BP, and on Clinton Street in Albia just off the southwest corner of the square. Check out the progress on our new showroom at the Eddyville location. The only locally owned lumber and hardware store on your list, Falvey Lumber and Hardware.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High football getting ready to take on Burlington under the lights here at Schaefer Stadium tonight. Jason Van Arkel with you from the KBIZ broadcast booth, and the key to the game tonight is one of the main keys to any football game, but it's been especially true for Ottumwa this season. Turnovers, turnovers, turnovers. Ottumwa was +5 in turnover margin through its first 2 games, a major reason the Bulldogs started out 2-0. Last week, however, Ottumwa fumbled the ball away twice, and while they did stop one Roosevelt drive with a Luke Gravy interception, both Bulldog giveaways gave the Rough Riders short fields and eventually led to Roosevelt touchdowns. Ottumwa still has 7 takeaways to just 3 giveaways so far this season, and they'll need to keep that ratio on the positive side if they want to remain competitive going forward. Burlington, meanwhile, they're dead even on turnover margin. They've got 5 takeaways, but also 5 giveaways. They were -1 in each of their first 2 games, a loss and a win, and then they were +2 in turnover margin last week in their victory over Oskaloosa. All 5 Greyhound giveaways have been on fumbles. It's not surprising because they rarely throw the ball, but they have put the ball on the turf a lot more than they would like. Again, they've got a whole bunch of new players carrying the football. They have several different players run the ball out of that double wing offense. But again, and that's 5 fumbles lost. That doesn't even count how many times they fumbled and managed to recover it. So Ottumwa tonight should be looking for chances to exploit Burlington's struggles in hanging on to the football. And if Ottumwa can get a couple of takeaways, maybe get some short fields, the Bulldogs might be able to completely turn around that 42-0 loss they suffered at the hands of Burlington 1 year ago. If you're listening to the broadcast, I don't know if you can quite hear it yet, but down below me on the track, the Ottumwa High Marching Band is starting to make its way in front of the crowd. They're going to stop here and play the fight song, I'm sure, in a moment or two. Right now, we need to take a 3-minute timeout. And when we return, we'll take a look at the other games going on in our area on this football Friday night. That comes your way next on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, this is Lisa Bittner, Clinic Manager at Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. We specialize in geriatrics, internal medicine, family practice, and we see patients of all ages. We have an entire pediatrics team ready to serve you year-round. We also have quick care walk-in available Monday through Friday from 7 to 5. From babies to grandparents and everything in between, we are here for you at Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercy1.org.
At Line X of Ottumwa, we know your truck is much more than a vehicle to you. Whether you use it for work or play, a Line X spray-applied bedliner is ready for the long haul. Line X provides unmatched protection with a nationwide lifetime warranty. Want more for your truck? Line X carries accessories from WeatherTech, Bach Industry, Truxedo, Truck Gear, Lux, and Luverne Truck Accessories. The right parts and accessories to make your truck your truck. Everything is possible at Line X of Ottumwa.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Introducing Low Price Lockdown at Hy-Vee. We're locking down prices on hundreds of your favorite everyday items. Prices are locked down for months and months on major leading name brands. The products that you like, the products that you want, and products that you'll want to stock up on. And all of the prices are locked down until we unlock them and lower them even more. Low Price Lockdown, only at Hy-Vee.
Protection is important, especially when you're talking about your dreams, which is why we're going to keep you covered with plans that can save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. That's protection.
The secret is out. You're invited to see the all-new scoring system at Champion Bowl.
The first bowling alley in Iowa to have the new Bowler Entertainment System.
Animated and themed scoring grids and backgrounds.
It keeps score for a variety of game types.
There's classic bowling, of course, as well as Build the Monster, Bowling Hood, Battle of the Lanes, and more.
You can also video chat with any of the staff right from your bowling station.
Come experience the brand new Champion Bowl in Ottumwa,
where bowling is now awesome.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High football on KBIZ and on the live video stream. And as your Bulldogs get ready to take on Burlington tonight, let's take a look at what the other area teams have on the plate tonight. We start off with the annual pennant game. I think I saw the 103rd pennant game. It's Davis County at Centerville. Davis County looking for its third win in a row in that long-standing rivalry. Van Buren is on the road tonight at Pella Christian. Pekin travels to face Wapello tonight. The Cardinal Comets are at home. I think it's homecoming. They're taking on Central Decatur. Albia travels to Roland Story. Eddyville-Blakesburg Fremont welcomes Mid-Prairie tonight. Fairfield's on the road at Knoxville. Oskaloosa takes on Keokuk. That game up at the Lacey Sports Complex in Oskaloosa. And Sigourney Keota hits the road. They will take on Pleasantville tonight. That is your out-of-town scoreboard. And if we do manage to gather any score updates from those games, we'll pass them along as our broadcast goes along. Right now, another 3-minute timeout. We'll come back with your starting lineups, Ottumwa and Burlington, coming your way shortly here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Are you in need of an electrician and wondering who to call? Call O'Brien Electric. I'm Steve O'Brien with O'Brien Electric with over 25 years of experience. We specialize in commercial and residential work in Ottumwa and surrounding area. We do solar work, including complete ground systems or roof mounting. All the paperwork for the power company is taken care of for you.
Call O'Brien Electric at 641-680-0327. That's 680-0327 for reputable quality electrical work.
Hi everyone, this is Karina Drummond with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. We are a full-service salon offering hair, nail, brow, lash, facial, and waxing services. We also handle weddings, proms, and other large events with multiple person makeover sessions, so contact us early to get booked for your next event. We thank all of our loyal customers for your patronage and invite all newcomers to join our salon family. And remember, looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. Like Reflection Studio on Facebook and visit reflectionstudio.com. That's Reflections with a Z.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Talking with someone about suicide or suicidal thoughts can be hard, but sometimes it's a necessary conversation to have. If you're concerned about someone and you've noticed a drastic change in behavior, ask the person directly if they are considering suicide. Research shows that asking the question directly helps the suicidal person feel at ease and less alone. For more information, call Southern Iowa Mental Health Center 24 hours a day, 844-430-8520.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High football on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Bulldogs hosting Burlington at Schaefer Stadium tonight. Let's check the starting lineups first for Ottumwa. On offense, the offensive line, Matt Payne, the left tackle, 6'2", 200, a junior. The left guard, Braden Larkin, 5'10", 255, a sophomore. Gale Battress, the center, 5'9", 205, a senior. Kevin Moreno, 6'2", 260, a senior. And the right tackle, Conrad Brenniger, 6'4", 245, a senior. Tanner Shark, the quarterback, 5'10", 155, a senior. 14 to 3,372 passing yards and a touchdown on the season. Also a rushing score for Tanner. In the backfield behind him, the starting fullback, Cooper Derby, 6'1", 200, a senior. 27 carries, 80 yards, 2 touchdowns rushing, 2 catches for 23 yards through the air. The halfbacks or wingbacks, Abaya Salema, 5'8", 145, a senior, 27 carries, 240 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And Luke Gravy, who does not have a carry yet this year, 6'1", 170, a senior. He does have 1 reception for 9 yards. The tight end, Braylon Griffiths, 5'10", 170, a junior. He does not have a catch or a carry yet this season. Starting wide receiver, William Howard, 5'11", 155, a senior. 3 catches, 44 yards for him so far. Again, Javen Rominger, the number 2 wide receiver, is injured, so we may see more of Donald Golick tonight, 5'11", 155, a senior. And also in the backfield, we'll probably see some more of Cam Manera get some time at fullback after he had 74 yards and a rushing touchdown last week against Des Moines Roosevelt. As for the Burlington Grayhound offense, they've got a pretty big offensive line. The left tackle, Xavier Baker, 6'1", 275, a junior. The left guard, Trent Huffman, 6'2", 220, a senior. The center, Julian Perez Hall, 5'11", 240, a senior. The right guard, John Shulka, 6'0", 250, a junior. The right tackle, Gunnar Short, 6'0", 215, a senior. Their starting quarterback, Gabe Robinson, 5'11", 160, a junior. Again, they rarely throw the ball. He's 3 of 9 for 75 yards passing. He's got 42 carries for 198 yards and a touchdown. And as we look down to the field below us, we see Ottumwa taking the field. That's coming into your camera view right now on the live video stream as the Bulldogs charge through the tunnel. Finishing up that Burlington offense, they do 2 tight ends. Alex Fawcett, 6'2", 190, a senior, 3 catches, 96 yards, and a touchdown. The other tight end, Derek Duncan, 6'2", 180, a junior. The 2 wingbacks, Owen Baker, 5'9", 165, a junior, 3 carries, 24 yards. And Phil Phillips, 5'10", 200, a senior, 1 carry, 23 yards. The fullback, Nolan Simpson, who's also the backup quarterback, 39 carries, 239 yards, 3 touchdowns. He is their leading rusher. Looking at the Bulldog defense in the 3-4, the defensive ends, Dylan Forney, 5'11", 240, a sophomore, 2.5 tackles for loss on the year. And Matt Payne, the junior, with 8 tackles and 1.5 sacks for Ottumwa. The nose tackle, Demetrius Renteria Spoon, who's taken over the starting job with the season-ending injury to John Harden. The inside linebackers, Cam Maneri, 5'10", 203, a sophomore, already 18 tackles on the season to lead the Bulldogs. Cooper Derby, the other middle linebacker or inside linebacker, 16.5 tackles on the year. The outside linebackers are Braylon Griffiths and Mike Kane. Kane, 5'10", 170, a senior. The cornerbacks, Ryan McKinnon, 5'4", 135, a senior, already has a pick this year. And Kobe Chantalavan, 5'7", 150, he's got an interception as well. The safeties are Tanner Shark, who has 8 tackles, and Luke Gravy, who has 11.5 tackles, a fumble recovery, and an interception. We will give you the Burlington defense in a few minutes. It looks like they are, well, actually, we'll do it now because they're getting ready for our national anthem here, but they do have a video presentation first. So quickly, the Burlington defense also at 3-4. The defensive ends, Julian Perez Hall and Noah Nixon. Nixon, 5'11", 190, a senior. John Shulka is a nose tackle playing both ways. Nolan Simpson and Trent Huffman are the inside linebackers. Simpson, their leading tackler, 18 tackles, 4.5 tackles for loss. Caden Shizzle, 6'0", 175, a junior, and Owen Baker are the outside linebackers. The quarterbacks, Aiden Pfeiffer, 6'0", 170, a senior, and Vance Walls, 6'0", 150, a senior. The safeties are Alex Fawcett and Derek Watson. Watson, 5'11", 165, a junior. One interesting thing to watch for Burlington tonight will be who kicks for them. They have 2 place kickers. Both of them have kicked pretty well the early going. Brennan Winkie is 3 for 4 on point afters. Christian Snyder is 4 for 5 on point afters, so they haven't really locked down one of them. I watched both of them warming up, and they both have strong legs, so we'll see which one of them gets a chance or if they alternate chances when Burlington is in a position to kick the football tonight. Nolan Simpson is their punter, but Snyder is listed as their number 2 punter, and we'll see how they handle that kicking situation tonight. Time now for our national anthem, so we will take 3 minutes. Check that. As they're playing the pregame video on the video board here right before the national anthem. And, of course, here they do the Pledge of Allegiance and then the national anthem. But looking at the countdown to kickoff on the scoreboard, only about 3 minutes to go. So what we'll do is take a 2-minute timeout for the Pledge of Allegiance and the national anthem here at Schaefer Stadium. And then when we return, we'll be ready for the open kickoff on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Football, 12:40 a.m., 102.7 FM, KBIZ. Ottumwa hosting Burlington as the Bulldogs get ready for yet another rematch with the Grayhounds. It's a dog-eat-dog world, and I promise that'll be the only time I make that reference tonight. Maybe. Jason Van Arkel with you from Schaefer Stadium. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer. She's rolling her eyes at me right now. Brandon Drew back at the KBIZ studios, a radio producer. I can't see him. He's probably rolling his eyes as well. Captains approaching midfield. Tanner Shark, Cooper Derby, Gail Battress, Luke Gravy for Ottumwa. The Burlington captains are Nolan Simpson, Caden Shizzle, Julian Perez Hall, and Phil Phillips. Ottumwa wearing the red home jerseys, white lettering, white numbers, white stripes on the shoulders, white pants with a red stripe, white helmets with a red stripe, and the red Ottumwa O. Burlington has white road jerseys, purple trim, purple lettering, purple numbers, black pants. And as they conduct the coin toss at midfield, And Ottumwa may have won the toss, we'll see. Or did Burlington win and just choose to receive? Burlington won the toss and chose to receive. And so Ottumwa will kick it off left to right as we look at it here tonight. Pardon me, those pants are black and purple. Well, they're black with a big purple stripe down each side for Burlington. The Burlington helmets appear to be black with the Burlington logo in purple and silver on it. Of course, here at Schaefer Stadium, we've got the big red O right in the center of the field. End zone to our left says Ottumwa. End zone to our right says Bulldogs. Dedicated last year is Tom Kapatich Field. And up the hill to our right, the Clement Fieldhouse overlooking the action. Bulldogs 2-1, Greyhounds 2-1. Last year all Burlington, but it's a very different Burlington team this year, and it's a very different Ottumwa team this year, even though Ottumwa's got some of the same personnel. We've got some guys playing a lot better football and some newcomers to the lineup who've made a difference in helping Ottumwa get off to what was a 2-0 start, trying to right the ship after last week's loss and get to 3-1 1 month into the season. Juan Valdez will kick it away for OHS. Burlington will send Dimitri Donald and Aiden Pfeiffer deep, and those are two guys that haven't returned a kick this year. We've seen a couple other guys, or at least their stats show a couple other guys have returned kicks, not these two. But we're ready for football here on a Friday night in the city of Bridges. Valdez, a left-footed kicker, just awaiting his cue from our head referee, who's standing behind the kick returners on the goal line. There's the whistle. Play clock goes. Valdez approaches the football on the left hash at the 40, puts the foot to leather. We're underway. A sidewinding kick that's going to be fielded at the 6 on the right side out to the 10, 15 to the 20, trying to get to the center. A flag is down, and so is Aiden Pfeiffer as he's hog-tied at the 20, and we'll see if that flag pushes Burlington back even farther to begin the first possession of the night.
Tackle by number 28, Parker Derby. There is a flag on the play.
Parker Derby in on that stop for Ottumwa. The ball would have been marked just outside the 20, but we've got a holding call on Burlington on the kickoff. So that will back them up 10 yards to their own 11, and that's where the Greyhounds will begin first down and 10. Again, they will throw it very rarely tonight. They didn't need to throw it much last year. They only had 36 yards passing against Ottumwa, but they had 404 yards rushing in a 42-0 win. But pretty much all of those players, or almost all of those players that had a hand in that thrashing, have graduated. Gabe Robinson is their quarterback. They'll start with an I formation. Nolan Simpson, the fullback. Trying to pick up the number on the tailback. It is a give to the tailback. Off to the right side, breaks one tackle, but Cooper Derby and company wrap him up after maybe a 1-yard gain. Caden Shizzle gets the first carry of the night.
Number 8, Caden Seisel on the run.
And he only picks up a yard.
And a 1 brings up
second down and 9.
For Cooper Derby on the play.
Burlington will run some more. If it's 3rd down and 9, they're probably still going to run the ball. On 2nd down, we've got an offset I. And another quick handoff to Shizzle, and he'll break a tackle, but not get very far, only out to the 15. Over there on the far side, Cam Manarian on that stop.
Number 8, Caden Seisel on the carry. Drop down to number 4.
Gain of 3 will make it 3rd down and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Ball sitting on the 15-yard line, right hash, 3rd down and 6. Burlington again lines up no wide receivers. They go 2 tight ends almost all the time. I formation, and it's a handoff to the deep back and hit at the line and taken down. It'll be 4th down. Shizzle again, and that time he was met on the play.
Gain of 2 brought down number 44, Cooper Derby, and number 64, Matt Payne.
Matt Payne was in on that stop, and it is 4th down after a gain of only 2. 4th and 4, and Burlington brings on the punt unit. Tanner Shark is back deep.
Number 7, Nolan Simpson, back to punt for Burlington.
So Nolan Simpson, who averages 38 yards a punt, standing on his own 5-yard line. Burlington getting a guy on the field very late. Play clock down to 2, down to 1. They did not get this play off. Nope, they did. Nope, the flag is down, and it's either delay a game or it's motion. That play clock hit 0. I look back, and the snap was on its way to the punter. But the call is actually a false start. I don't think the last man who ran on the field for Burlington, I don't think he was set when the ball was snapped. So instead of snapping it from the 17, they'll snap it from the 12 or the 11. So it's 4th down and 10, and now Nolan Simpson is standing in his own end zone. Good snap. Gets it off quickly. High, kind of wobbly kick off to the side and out of bounds. It'll be in Burlington territory. And Ottumwa will have excellent field position for its first drive of the game. And they'll mark it at the Burlington 45. Well, Ottumwa's had a couple games this year where it seemed like the other team was always starting in Ottumwa territory. Here, Ottumwa will begin its first drive on the Burlington side of the 50-yard line. Ball on the left hash for this 1st down and 10 play. Tanner Shark, senior quarterback. He will send William Howard wide right, Abaya Salema slot right. There's an H-back on the right, Cooper Derby the fullback behind, Shark under center. Gets a snap, quick give to Derby off the right side, found a hole for 3 yards off right guard down to the 42. And it's 2nd down and 7. There's a chance this game will progress very quickly. Both teams run the ball a lot. Both teams like to take their time in the huddle. Not a lot of things to stop the clock. 2nd down and 7. Howard is still split wide right. And they will again send Salema to the slot right. Tight end on the left is Braylon Griffiths. And it's an option play. They'll pitch it out to Luke Gravy. Puts his head down, head of steam. 35, 30 down the sideline. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Luke Gravy into the end zone, but there is a flag at the 31-yard line right where Gravy broke free. So hold everything. Maybe literally. It is a holding call on Ottumwa. Man, that was, I'm not sure if that was William Howard or Abaya Salema blocking down there. I didn't see a hold, but it was that block that allowed Gravy to get around the corner and go untouched. It would have been a 42-yard touchdown run. The penalty's at the 32, so they mark it back to the 42, and it'll be 2nd down and 7 again. Well, that's a tough break for Luke Gravy. Would have been his first touchdown. The only good news for Ottumwa is that the hold was downfield. It's 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so they're not behind the sticks. It's just 2nd down and 7. Wingbacks on either side, Gravy in motion, and it's on the inside handoff to Salema. Inside the 40, breaks a tackle. Oh, and he stumbles down. He's got the first down inside the 35 down to the 33, a gain of 9. And boy, if he'd kept his feet trying to break that tackle, he fell forward about 4 yards. If he'd kept his feet, he might have been gone. And the early returns on this run game are promising for OHS against this Burlington 3-4 defense. First down and 10, Ottumwa at the Burlington 33. Everybody checking the play cards on their arms as Shark reads off the code. He'll send Gravy in the slot left, Howard wide left, ball in the right hash. Salema at the left wing back spot. Griffiths the tight end on the right, Derby the fullback. Blitz shown. And a quick give to Cooper Derby, breaking tackles. He ran right through that blitz, got inside the 30, down to about the 28-yard line. Following his big right tackle, Conrad Brenniger. They'll mark him at the 29, so it's a gain of 4. 2nd down and 6.
29, 2nd and 6, Bulldogs.
Howard will go wide left. Bulldogs not really huddling now, just the plays being signaled in. Wingbacks both sides. Tight end on the right. Salema in motion. Another give to Derby. Big hole right side, 30, 25. Puts his head down, runs over a tackler down at the 20-yard line, 1st down. Gain of 9 for Cooper Derby. 1st and 10, Ottumwa on the edge of the red zone. And again, the Bulldogs are running some tempo here. They're not racing to the line, but they're not huddling. They're getting to the line, checking the signals from the sideline. You've got a couple of Ottumwa players holding up play cards, including Javen Rominger, who's out for this game with a concussion. Also, Joe Gravy helping to signal in plays. William Howard will go wide to the left. Salema wing back left, Gravy wing back right, Derby behind Shark. Salema motions. Option play left, flag comes in, Shark keeps it, he's inside the 10 and tackled out of bounds, but there is a flag in the center of the field. Or near the right hash, I should say, center where the line was at about the 22, and Ottumwa's going to get called for a chop block. And boy, they had 2 of those called last week, and both of those really killed drives against Roosevelt. They get it again here. And that is a tough call in this situation, as they will mark it back all the way to the Burlington 37-yard line. They took 15 from the spot of the foul. I'm not sure that's a spot of the foul. I thought it was previous line of scrimmage, but the ball would be on the 35 if I was right. But now it is 1st down and 27. They're at the 37-yard line, have to get all the way down to the 10. Quick handoff to Derby, spins off a tackle, but only gets about 1.5 yards down towards the 35. 2nd down and very long.
Cooper Derby on the carry, gain of 2, brought down number 67.
We'll call it a gain of 2, 2nd down and 25.
Brings up 2nd and 25.
Boy, Ottumwa was just running the ball as they pleased, and then they get that chop block call that negated what would have been a run to set up 1st and goal. 15 on the play clock as Ottumwa brought in Cam Maneri to line up at fullback. Shark getting the play. Only 8 seconds on the play clock here. Ottumwa might have to call a timeout here. Down to 4. They're going to try to get lined up. Down to 2, down to 1. And Ottumwa took a timeout before the flag. Timeout Ottumwa, brought to you by Marvin Borey with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. 5:58 first quarter, no score. Back in 30 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Berry Patch IT Services invites you to stop in. Let me, David Berry, assist you from fixes to upgrades on laptops, desktops, to keyboards. New or refurbished, I carry quality models and makes with a 90-day warranty. I customize from downloading Windows software to what you're looking for, whether for work or play. We have a passion for technology. Berry Patch IT Services at 313 East Main Street in downtown Ottumwa. Visit berrypatchitservices.com.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
southwest corner of the stadium. Please support the A Club by visiting
Ottumwa High football on KBIZ. So far in this drive, Ottumwa's had 3 first downs. They're brought to you by Sonic Drive-In on North 63 in Ottumwa. A penalty, though, has set the Bulldogs way back. It is 2nd down and 25 from the Burlington 35. Ottumwa's got to get it down to the 10-yard line to move the sticks and set up 1st and goal. Bulldogs had to take a timeout there. They were late getting a play in. Now they line up double wing back, single wide out to the right is Howard. Salema motions. And as Shark did a play action move and went back to pass, the flag came down from the far side. And Ottumwa is called for a false start. So again, we mentioned this in pregame. Ottumwa cannot afford drive-killing penalties. It really hurt them last week against Roosevelt, and it is hurting them here. The Bulldogs had momentum, but a chop block and now a false start. It's 2nd down and 30.
After the penalty, brings up 2nd and 30 for the Bulldogs.
The ball sitting at the Burlington 40 near the center of the field. What do you have in the playbook for 2nd down and 30? Shark under center. Salema motions. It is a give to Derby. It's a pitch out to Salema. There's a flag in the backfield. Salema got down to about the 33. I was fooled by the inside handoff fake. Braden Larkin, the left guard, pleading his case with an official. They call another chop block on Ottumwa. I think there's a disagreement here between what Ottumwa thinks it's doing and what the officials think they're doing. And now the Ottumwa student section is letting their opinion be known. And it's starting to look like there is something in the Ottumwa technique which Ottumwa does not believe is a chop block, and there's at least one official, probably the umpire, who believes otherwise. It's 2nd down and 45. The ball's on the Ottumwa 45. They have to get to the Burlington 10. Shark gives it to Maneri. Outside of the right, breaks a tackle, 50 to the 45 to the 40, and he's drilled down at the 36-yard line. Well, that gets a lot of it back. Cam Maneri getting his first official carry of the night. And they'll mark him down to the 35. That's a gain of 20. It's still 3rd down and 25, but you've gotten enough of it on 2nd down that now you're thinking about 2 plays, 3rd and 4th down. You try to get it 10 to 15 yards shy and then think about a 4th down play. Or maybe if you get it around the 20, maybe you think about a field goal if you like what Valdez is doing. 10 on the play clock. Donald Golick checks into the game late as Braylon Griffiths comes out. They'll go 3 wide here, 2 left, 1 right. Got to hurry up. 2 seconds, 1 second. Shark gets the play off. Play action, back to pass, rolling out to his left, looking downfield. Now he's going to take off and run inside the 30, and he's out of bounds at about the 27. Good coverage downfield, so it's going to be 4th down and about 17. Make it 18. They mark it at the 28. That's a scramble of 7 yards for Shark. Well, you're not going to punt from, no, they do mark it at the 27, so it's a gain of 8. 4th down and 17. Golick checks out. Braylon Griffiths, a tight end, back in. Too far for a field goal, but you're not going to punt from here, so you've got to run a play that gets you down to the 10-yard line. If Ottumwa converts this, they'll have overcome 2 chop blocks and a false start on this single set of downs. Howard wide right. Gravy in motion. Fake the pitch. Shark back to pass. He's got a one-on-one, and it's thrown out to Howard, and it's too tall, incomplete. And William Howard getting helped up by the defensive back. Tried to do a hitch route down there. He maybe pulled up a little shy of the sticks, but the ball was overthrown anyway, and Ottumwa turns it over on downs. They had what they wanted. You had a one-on-one with your top wide receiver. He would have had to catch it and then get away from the defender to get the 1st down. So Burlington, with 4:46 to go in the 1st quarter, takes over on downs, 1st and 10 at their own 27. As Ottumwa sees a couple of penalties cost them what looked like to be a golden opportunity. Gabe Robinson, the quarterback, quick give to the fullback, Nolan Simpson, and that doesn't go anywhere. Did the ball come out? Ottumwa saying they got the football, but no sign from the officials. One official says dead ball. Bulldogs sideline is saying that ball came out, and it's apparently going to stay with Burlington. I don't know if the officials ever saw it come out. It's a gain of 2 on the play. 2nd down and 8. Burlington likes to rotate some of their tight ends in and out to bring in play calls. Again, they don't have any wideouts. They go double tight end. And an H-back right, I formation, and Robinson, the quarterback, keeps it hold to the left side. He breaks free, 35-40, 45-50. McKinnon trying to run him down. He's got the angle. He run him out of bounds at the Ottumwa 36-yard line. Just a little bit of a crease off the left side. Robinson broke a couple tackles for a big gain.
Number 15, James Robinson on the carry.
A gain of 35 yards. And Burlington will take its first snap in Ottumwa territory, 1st and 10 at the Bulldog 36. 4:22, clock stopped on the out of bounds. 1st down and 10, Greyhounds. Ball now on the left hash. Tight end and H-back go to the left. I formation. Under center, and Robinson looks to keep, and he's not going anywhere. This time Mike Kane's got him. Gain of 1 perhaps to the 35. 2nd down and 9. Kind of the same concept there. They fake a give to the fullback, and then the quarterback Robinson just looks for a hole to run through. It looks awkward. It worked on the previous play, but didn't work that time as Ottumwa did not get pushed back at the point of attack, and Kane was able to come up from that outside linebacker spot and make the stop. 2nd down and 9. Again, they'll go tight end H-back left, tight end right, I formation. Robinson, play action, back to pass, got a man wide open down the field. Fawcett the catch at the 15, and he will be tackled from behind, but not until he gets all the way down to the 1-yard line. That's the one thing you have to worry about. Is the couple times they pass, they go for the throw, and Alex Fawcett, his 4th catch of the year. He's got 4 of their 5 receptions. And he's all the way down. They're going to mark it back at the 2-yard line. But that is a gain of 33 to set up 1st down and goal. Ottumwa sold out to stop the run. You've got to have one person back on those kind of plays to make sure that tight end doesn't sneak out. Now a full house formation on 1st and goal. Robinson a give to Dimitri Donald, and he is into the end zone off right guard for a touchdown. So Ottumwa's drive snuffed out by penalties, and then a couple big plays by Burlington gets him into the end zone first at the 3:10 mark of the opening quarter. Donald from 2 yards out. And it will be Christian Snyder to attempt the extra point, the right-footed kicker. Brendan Winke's a left-footed kicker. Good snap, good hold, kick is up, kick is good. 7-0 Burlington. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hey, it's Sam here, your Lisco sales rep. Summertime weather is just around the corner, so you know the drill. Construction is in full swing, and we have limited time to get your order on the list for this year. As you're prioritizing your goals for 2022, let's make you the priority. We can chat details about what would make your home or business data connection the most successful. To add or update your services, call me, Samantha Knoll, for your Lisco sales and account management. 641-209-5400, 209-5400, or visit us at lisco.com.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
On the 4th game of the season, and Ottumwa still has yet to score first in any game. Burlington striking first in this game. They go 63 yards in 5 plays. It took 1:36 off the clock. Dimitri Donald, the junior, a 2-yard touchdown run. And at 3:10 of the first quarter, it's Burlington 7 and Ottumwa nothing. Bulldogs had the ball 1st and 10 on the Burlington 20. Got called for 2 chop blocks on a series. Ended up turning it over on downs. And then Burlington getting a big run from their quarterback, Gabe Robinson. Then the Bulldogs fell asleep and let the tight end Alex Fawcett get behind him for a 33-yard reception to set up the short touchdown run. Brennan Winkie will kick it off. The left-footed kicker for Burlington. Abaya Salema, William Howard back deep for OHS.
Number 12, Brennan Winkie.
Whistle is blown. Winkie approaches the ball, kicks it end over end. It's kind of short. It'll be Howard at about the 13, bobbles it, picks it up, trying to get to the left, following blockers. He's got a room up to the 20, 25, 30, hesitates on the sideline, cuts back at the 40, and he's all the way out to the 44-yard line. Excellent kickoff return by the Bulldog speedster, William Howard. And Ottumwa, for the second straight drive, will have very good field position. They started that first drive in Burlington territory. Not quite there, but they will mark it at the Ottumwa 45, first down and 10. And now Ottumwa just needs to move the ball as they were on the first drive and avoid the penalties that killed it. Sometimes easier said than done, but we'll see. Howard goes wide right, Salema slot right. First down and 10, Cam Maneri is the fullback. Tight end on the left. And a quick give to Maneri, and he is, keeping his Tanner Shark on the option, and he's got a seam inside the 40 of Burlington and down to the 39-yard line. Excellent fake by Tanner Shark, and then chose not to pitch it on the option wide, kept it. And a gain of 16 yards and a first down for Tanner Shark. The first down brought to you by Sonic Drive-In on North 63 in Ottumwa. Bulldogs are finding running room in the early going tonight. As long as they don't shoot themselves in the foot, this offense should have a lot of confidence. Shark under center, wide out to the right is Howard. It'll be a give to Maneri, and he hops over a tackler to pick up some yardage off left guard inside to the 35-yard line, a gain of 4. Kobe Chantalavon in at wingback. He was in motion on that play, and now we have a stoppage of play as limping off the field for Burlington is Phil Phillips, who's one of their captains. Burlington gets a replacement in. They'll wind the play clock. And Ottumwa will have it second down and 6 from the Burlington 35. Shark took advantage of the brief stoppage to go over and talk to the coaches on the sideline. Now he brings the play into the huddle. Howard will go wide left. Wingbacks both sides. Salema motions left to right. Shark keeps it on the option. And he'll pitch it out to Salema. Pitch was behind him. Salema did a good job to bring it in. He's driven hard out of bounds. After only a gain of about 3 to the 32, it'll be third down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3 Bulldogs.
Someone's got to get it to the Burlington 29. Bulldog football brought to you by Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. Howard wide left. Chantalavon will go slot left. Salema the left wing back. Maneri the fullback. And it is an option play left. Pitch it out to Salema. He's got room. 30, 25, 20, and he'll be driven out of bounds. Inside the 20, down to the 19. Another Bulldog first down brought to you by Sonic Drive-In on North 63 in Ottumwa. Gain of 13 for Abaya Salema. Clock stops, 1:38 to go first quarter. Ottumwa down 7-0, but on the march. In the red zone at the Burlington 19, left hash. First down and 10. Howard wide right, Salema slot right. Chantalavon right wing back. Maneri the fullback. Shark will give it to Maneri. Breaks a tackle. He's away to the 15, to the 10. Breaks another tackle, and he's into the end zone. Cam Maneri did that all himself. Broke 3 tackles and scores a touchdown from 19 yards out. His second touchdown of the year, second in as many weeks. He just would not be denied. Now Juan Valdez on for the extra point that would tie the game. And the cannon goes off, and the whole neighborhood knows Ottumwa scored.
Number 55, Juan Valdez Garcia on the attempt to PAT. Held by number 49, Mike Kane.
Mike Kane, the holder. Luke Gravy, the long snapper. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is good. We're all tied at 7, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hey, nice job clearing the clog.
Thanks.
You know anybody who could repair the water damage in my basement?
Roto-Rooter does that.
Do you guys fix water heaters?
Roto-Rooter does that.
How about a leaky faucet?
We do that.
Disposal repair?
We do that.
I've got to run a few errands, but if you could finish up those pies, that'd be great. Thanks.
And away go troubles down the drain.
Pies. Okay.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
The Bulldogs answer right away. They go 55 yards in 5 plays. Took 1 minute, 28 seconds off the clock. Cam Maneri, a 19-yard touchdown run. Extra point by Juan Valdez is good. We're tied at 7. 1 minute, 31 seconds to go here in the first quarter. And we may be in for an odd kind of shootout here, a shootout where both teams run the ball all the time.
Owen Baker and Dimitri Donald, deep return for Burlington.
Dimitri Donald and Owen Baker are the deep men for Burlington as Valdez gets ready to kick it off. From the left hash on the 40, the left-footed kicker drives it end over end to the side. It'll be fielded at the 10 on the right side, to the 15, to the 20, and out across the 25 to the 27-yard line is Baker. And that's where Burlington will take over first down and 10. They mark it officially at the 26-yard line. And Burlington takes over with 1:25 to go in the quarter, 7-7 ball game. Well, this is already better for Ottumwa than last year when we were beaten 42-0 and down 28-0 after a quarter. Again, that tight double tight end formation, I formation behind the quarterback Robinson. Keeps it himself left side. He's not getting much that time. Spun to the ground by a host of red-shirted defenders, led by who else? Cooper Derby. They'll mark it to the 27-yard line, 2nd down and 9. Someone gave up one big run to Robinson, but the last 2 times he's tried to run it, he hasn't found much. Just got to make sure that tight end doesn't run a deep post route behind you. 2nd down and 9, again the I formation. Back to pass is Robinson, trying to go deep again to Fawcett, and it's a diving catch. He was much more closely covered that time by Griffiths, and then McKinnon trying to come over the top, but a diving catch by Fawcett down to the Ottumwa 44.
Brought down at the 44-yard line, 1st and 10 Burlington.
A gain of 29. Second completion for Robinson. He didn't complete a single pass last week, even though they beat Oski 20-3. Robinson with the snap, pitch out to the right to Shizzle, trying to get to the corner. Cam Maneri says no, wraps him up for a 1-yard loss. Caden Shizzle was hoping to get to the edge, but Cam Maneri just too quick. 2nd down and 11, the ball back to the 45 of Ottumwa. And that will be the final play of the first quarter. We're all tied at 7. Good ball game here. We're back in a minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Protection is important, especially when you're talking about your dreams, which is why we're going to keep you covered with plans that can save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. That's protection.
1972 was the first class to ever hold their graduation at Schaefer Stadium, as well as the
Start of the second quarter, Ottumwa High football on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Bulldogs 7, Burlington 7. Burlington has the ball second down and 11 from the Ottumwa 45. Again, that tight I formation. Gabe Robinson, the quarterback, under center. And it's a give to the fullback, Nolan Simpson, and he's dragging tacklers for a first down inside the 35.
Number 7, Nolan Simpson.
And down to the 32-yard line, a gain of 13.
Brought down number 44, Cooper Derby.
Cooper Derby had him around the ankles, was hanging on for dear life. Simpson, their leading rusher on the season, coming in 239 yards through 3 games. It's his second carry and the first one to gain significant yardage. First down and 10 Greyhounds. And another give up to the fullback. This time it's Noah Nixon, who spins inside the 30 and down to about the 27 for a gain of 5. And now Burlington starting to find some holes in that Ottumwa defense. There weren't any on the first series, and the touchdown series, their second series, was one big quarterback run and then one long pass. This drive got a jump start with another long pass, but the last couple of runs have gained significant yardage. Second down and 5 from the Ottumwa 27. Robinson, it's a keeper on the option, but he's not going to get far. He does fall forward. Seems like he always falls forward. They had him at the 35. Cam Maneri had a hand on him, but he gets forward to the 33, and it's third down and 1 after that gain of 3. Third and 1 for Burlington from the Ottumwa 33. Almost certainly 4-down territory unless they go way backwards, which, given how rarely they drop back to pass, is probably not going to happen. Now, I think both of their field goal kickers could make one from here, but if it becomes 4th and 1, you know they're going for it. Robinson under center on third down, and Ottumwa jumped. So Burlington doesn't have to get the first down. Ottumwa gave it to him. Encroachment makes it first down and 10, Burlington.
After the penalty, it's first and 10, ball at the 18-yard line.
Down to the 18-yard line. Now Burlington in the red zone for the second time. Game tied at 7. Greyhounds trying to retake the lead. Ball on the right hash. This time they have a single back in the backfield, and they'll pitch it out wide left to Shizzle. They've got a convoy in front of him. Ottumwa, though, stringing it out, gets inside the 15, and he's hit hard and drilled, but he's down inside the 10 or right at the 10. A gain of about 8 makes it second down and 2.
Brought down by Cooper Derby. Gain of 8 brings up second and 2.
Burlington now getting chunk yardage on their run plays, which is what Ottumwa hoped to avoid. See if Ottumwa can tighten things up here with only 10 yards left to defend. Power right formation here. They'll pitch it right again. Shizzle trying to get to the edge. Ottumwa strings it out pretty well. Shizzle cuts inside. Dragged down by Cam Maneri, and I think he's going to be a yard short. Only a gain of 1. Third down and 1 from the 9. Burlington not try to fool anybody there. They put tight ends and H-backs to the right side of the formation that time and pitch it right. The previous play, they did the same thing left and pitched it left. Might be setting up some kind of counter or reverse later. Dimitri Donald is the tailback on third down. It's power left. Robinson under center. And it was a quick give up the middle to Nolan Simpson, who came across from a tight end spot there, and he didn't get much, but he did get enough for the first down. Needed 1, got 2, first and goal at the 7. Seeing Ottumwa pop anybody they think is a ball carrier there. They carried out a fake to Donald, and he got drilled. Ottumwa's not taking any chances. It looks like somebody who was handed the ball hit them. But it's first and goal, Burlington. Clock ticking, 8:23 second quarter. 7-7 game at the moment. Can Ottumwa come up with a turnover here? Burlington's laid the ball on the carpet. They've lost 5 fumbles in their first 3 games. And it's an option to the right, and then the quarterback is run out of bounds inside the 5 towards the 4, maybe the 3, but good pursuit by Ottumwa. Initially, it looked like Gabe Robinson was going to be able to turn it up into the end zone, but they stop him at the 4. Luke Gravy in on that stop.
Gain of 3 to the 4-yard line brings up
Second and goal from the 4. Boy, Ottumwa needs to maybe guess right on Burlington's motion here. They go power left. And it's play action back to pass. Robinson looking. Now he's in trouble. He's hit, and he will be sacked. He broke out initially, but he is swarmed under at the 8-yard line. And they are immediately calling for a trainer as somebody is down. And I think it's an Ottumwa player. Oh, that's never a good moment when they immediately call for medical attention. That's Brenton Jensen who's down. He was maybe in on that sack. It's a loss of 3 back to the 7. It'll be 3rd and goal, but right now the Ottumwa concern is for their defensive tackle, Brenton Jensen, the 6', 290-pound senior. And one of the officials was immediately calling for a trainer as soon as a whistle was blown. We'll take 30 seconds and come back on this injury timeout on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
What do you look for when choosing a bank? One that's locally owned with fast and friendly service from neighbors who know your name? Are you looking for a bank that is growing and gives back to the communities it serves? Is the convenience of reliable online and mobile banking important to you? Do you need knowledgeable lending experts who make it easy and are empowered to say yes? We have it all at Iowa State Bank in Fairfield. Bank with us. MyIowaStateBank.com.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High football on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Brenton Jensen for Ottumwa, the defensive tackle, is sitting up now. And they're going to help him to his feet, and that's a good sign. Boy, Ottumwa already thin at defensive tackle as Jensen is trying to hobble off. He's getting some help here. Can't really put any weight on that left leg. Remember, John Harden 2 games ago, the starting nose tackle, was lost for the season. That moved Demetrius Renteria-Spoon into that starting role on the nose, and Jensen his backup. Jensen now hobbling off, Renteria-Spoon back in the game, as Ottumwa will try to hold up on 3rd down and goal for Burlington from the Ottumwa 7. Bulldogs sacking Gabe Robinson, the quarterback, on 2nd and goal. And now Burlington, who doesn't throw it a lot. The decision on 3rd down as we resume action. Ball in the right hash, 3rd and goal from the 7. And that'll be a false start. They shifted the tight end, Owen Baker, the wingback Owen Baker, out wide, but then the fullback, Nolan Simpson, jumped forward at the same time, a false start. And now it's 3rd and goal back at the 12-yard line. Burlington has not attempted a field goal this year. I saw their kickers in warm-ups. They both look pretty good. If they don't get in the end zone here and they don't get that close to the goal line, they might try a field goal, but first things first. H-back left, I formation. And rolling out is Robinson, the quarterback. Now he pitches it wide to Donald, and he's only going to get a few. Hit at the 9 and driven back by Cooper Derby. It'll be 4th and goal. That was a slow developing option play. And in a 7-7 ball game with 7:19 and counting to go until halftime, Burlington will apparently send on their field goal unit. It'll be Brennan Winkie, the left-footed kicker. Again, 3 of 4 on point after tries this year, has not attempted a field goal. This one will be from the left hash at the 15-yard line, so a 25-yard attempt. It's a good snap. Well, the hold is bobbled. Kick is blocked. And it's rolling out to the right. Ottumwa can pick this up. They do. And tackled at about the 24. The ball came out again, but he had to be down, didn't he?
Brennan White's field goal attempt is blocked.
Ottumwa blocks the field goal, and then an Ottumwa player tried to pick it up and run at the 23. If he hadn't stumbled, he might have gotten away, but it is Bulldog football after the blocked field goal. First down and 10 Ottumwa, and they'll mark it at the 25-yard line. Not sure who in the Ottumwa line got a hand on that. Again, the snap was not handled cleanly. The ball was put down late, and the kick was low and blocked. So Ottumwa bends but doesn't break, and now with 6:40 to go until halftime, they take over first down and 10 at their own 25 in a 7-7 game. William Howard wide right, Abaya Salema slot right, ball in the left hash. I think that's Cam Maneri in the fullback spot, Shark under center. Tanner will take it on the option, pitch it right. Nice grab by Luke Gravy, accelerates outside, puts his head down across the 30. Ball came out, and who's on it?
Luke Gravy on the carry.
Burlington falls on it. Luke Gravy running with a head of steam, but didn't protect the football, and Burlington recovers, and all of a sudden Ottumwa's defense has a short field to defend. Boy, one play after you block the field goal, you get what looks like a good running play, but you turn it over. And now Ottumwa, who had been +5 on turnover margin through the first two games. They were -1 last week, and now they're -1 so far tonight. 6:30 on the clock. Burlington takes over first and 10 at the Ottumwa 28. Ball on the left hash. Dog pound chanting defense. I formation. Robinson, play action, rolling out right, looking, throws on the run, caught underneath by the tight end, and good tackle in open space by Kobe Chantalavan to bring down Noah Nixon. Nixon, well, he's listed 5'11", 190. He looks bigger than that. Chantalavan at 5'7", 150, got him on the ground. He is down to the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 16. First down and 10, Burlington from the Ottumwa 12, right back in the red zone. Tight ends both sides, wing back right, I formation. And rolling out is Robinson, got a lot of room to run. He's inside the 10, headed for the corner, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. That was basically a run-pass option for Robinson. Ottumwa didn't really have anybody out on the edge, and Braylon Griffiths, the linebacker, was in an impossible spot. He either had to run back to cover an open receiver in the end zone or run up on the quarterback. He ran back initially, then tried to recover once Robinson crossed the line of scrimmage, but just couldn't get there. Not his fault. And Burlington's back in front at the 5:57 mark of the second quarter.
Number 12, Brennan Winkie.
Brennan Winkie, who just had his extra point or his field goal attempt block, will try the extra point. High snap, and they didn't really get it down, but the kick is still good. Somehow Winkie kicked it through. The ball wasn't even all the way on the ground. 14-7 the score. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
What can be better than getting two things under one roof? Visit us at the Cole Palace Cafe and the Candy Caboose, located at 226 West Main Street in Ottumwa. Try something from our fresh, made-in-house menu of soups, sides, sandwiches, and more. Short on time? Call in an order to go. Walk right down the hall and get your sweet tooth fix at the Candy Caboose. Delicious old-school candy. Your purchase helps our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Visit us at the Cole Palace Cafe and Candy Caboose.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Burlington, after the Ottumwa turnover, goes 28 yards in just 2 plays. Gabe Robinson, a 12-yard touchdown run, and with 5:57 to go until halftime, it's Burlington 14 and Ottumwa 7. Christian Snyder will kick this one off. End-over-end kick, kind of short. Taken, bobbled and picked up at the 15-yard line by one of the up men. That's Ryan McKinnon. He's got room to the left side, 30, 35, spins off his own man, 40, down the sideline, 45, and wrestled down at the 48-yard line. But Ryan McKinnon with a big kickoff return on a shorter kick. And Ottumwa again will start with great field position, first down and 10 at their own 48-yard line, 5:46 to go until halftime. That's the second big kick return for Ottumwa tonight. The first one was by William Howard.
10, ball at the 48-yard line.
So the ball on the left hash, first down and 10. Howard wide left. Double wingback formation. Salema in motion. They'll give it to Camineri, and he fumbled the handoff. Manages to get back on it at the 48, no gain. That's frustrating. Ottumwa had opened some room for Cam on the right side, but he didn't handle the handoff cleanly.
No gain on the play, brings up
Second down and 10. We said it in the pregame show, Ottumwa has to tighten up penalties and turnovers. Second time they put the ball on the turf, they were able to recover this one, thankfully. And the break for Ottumwa there was that the offensive line had done such a good job of opening running space on the right side. Nobody for Burlington was there to fall on that ball. Second down and 10. Salema motions again. It's a give to Salema, cutting back to the left side. Breaks, whoa, he thought he had a tackle broken, and then Caden Shizzle grabbed his jersey from behind and threw him down. For no gain, third down and 10. Slowly getting up is Conrad Brenninger, the right tackle, but he'll walk back to the huddle.
No gain on the play, brings up third and 10, Bulldogs.
For Shizzle, that was almost a desperation play. Salema cut inside him. He just reached out as Salema went by him, got a handful of jersey, and spun Abaya around. Third down and 10. Boy, you'd hate to waste this field position. Hate to waste that McKinnon kickoff return. Wide out to the right. Chantalov on a motion. The snap is fumbled, and I think Burlington might have gotten on that one. Nope, Ottumwa got it back. Boy, Ottumwa really sloppy the last couple possessions with the football. And they'll lose 2 back to the 46.
57, Kevin Moreno.
Kevin Moreno, Lozano, the right guard, managed to fall on that ball and at least give Ottumwa a chance to punt. But that was not an ideal series for OHS. Trailing 14-7, clock rolling, 4:15 and counting, second quarter. Salema on to punt, gets the high snap, plenty of time, gets away, kind of a wobbly punt off to the right. That'll bounce inbounds and take another Ottumwa bounce, not only back towards the 30, but back into the field of play. It didn't go out of bounds, and it'll be down right at the 30-yard line. And that's where Burlington will take over first down and 10. 4:02 to go until halftime. And this feels like a very critical series for both teams here. Ottumwa doesn't want to get down 2 scores. The Bulldogs do get the ball to start the second half. At the very least, you've got to keep Burlington from driving 70 yards and putting you 2 scores behind. First down and 10, ball on the left hash. Robinson under center. I formation behind him. And a give to the tailback. Howard, he's got a seam outside the 40, and boy, just able to bring him down was Chantalov playing safety. And if Howard stays on his feet after running over Kobe there, he'd have been gone. As it is, it's a gain of 16. And right now, those run lanes for Burlington keep getting bigger. The Bulldogs have to find a way to slow this rushing attack down. First and 10, Burlington from their own 46. 3:33 on the clock and counting. Burlington has all 3 of its timeouts. Play action. Robinson rolling out to the right. Got a man deep. He throws to the underneath man. It's caught. That's Fawcett to the 40. And he'll be tackled out of bounds by Chantalov at the 34. Boy, there was 2 men in the pattern there. Chantalov was desperately trying to cover the deep guy. And underneath, Fawcett, the tight end, was wide open for his second catch.
First and 10, Burlington.
That's a gain of 20 down to the Ottumwa 34. And Robinson has doubled his number of pass completions on the season now. Handoff to Dimitri Donald, and he spins his way down to about the 31, a gain of 3. Right up the middle. Second down and 7. Matt Payne with the stop. Second and 7. Well, about second and 6.5. Burlington doesn't run a lot of option out of this tight formation, but it's still, for the defense, it's kind of like defending an option because you've got to stay with your assignments. Robinson under center. Play action back to pass. Fawcett open deep left side on the corner route. Catches it at the 10 into the end zone touchdown. What I was just talking about, got to have your assignments, and someone's got to watch that. That's the third time he's gotten open deep. His fourth catch, his first touchdown of the night, his second of the season. And right now, Ottumwa out of sorts defensively. They are down 2 scores, and there's still 2:35 to go until halftime. Winky, the left-footed kicker, on to try this extra point. Robinson, the quarterback, is the holder. Low snap, gets it down, kick is up, kick is good. 21-7 Burlington, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Burlington only needs 1 minute and 27 seconds to go 70 yards in 4 plays. Gabe Robinson, a 34-yard touchdown pass to Alex Fawcett. And it's 21-7 Burlington, 2:35 to go until halftime. And now this becomes a very critical drive for Ottumwa. They've got enough time to get right back into this game. You go down and score before the end of the half, and then you receive the opening kickoff to start the second half. You could get back-to-back possessions, back-to-back scores, and you're tied. But the Ottumwa offense has to get out of its own way. Winky will kick it off. And it's a low bouncer taken at the 29 by, I think, Braylon Griffiths. And he's up the left side. They didn't want to kick it deep. They've given up 2 big returns deep, so they kick it to the up man Griffiths. But he still gets it back out to the Ottumwa 38-yard line, and the Bulldogs with decent field position again. The Ottumwa special teams has been good. 3 good kick returns, a blocked field goal. Well, now the Ottumwa offense has to stop putting the ball on the turf. 2 drives ago, they fumbled it away on the first play. Last drive, they fumbled it twice, recovered both times, but ended up having to punt because they could never get a play going. Double wing back, wide out to the left, ball on the left hash, first down and 10. Wing back in motion, Shark gives it to Maneri, and he is hit and driven back after a gain of 2. He only got to the 40. Second down and 8.
Number 4, Tim Maneri on the carry, brought down number 7, Nolan Simpson.
We'll see how aggressive Ottumwa wants to be here. They've got 2 timeouts. But if you get a first down, then you probably go into hurry-up mode. But you don't want to not get a first down and then give Burlington time to add another score to this tally. They're already up 21-7. Howard again wide left on second down and 8. Salema in motion. Back to pass Shark. Fires a low ball and incomplete. Unable to catch that low throw was Howard right at the sticks. It'll be third down. Clock stops. 1:52 until halftime. It's just a hitch route there, and Shark underthrew it. Howard tried to go down and scoop it, but couldn't get underneath. Third down and 8. If Ottumwa does not get a first down on this play, and it's not an incompletion or an out of bounds, I would expect Burlington to call a timeout. Get the clock not moving right now, 1:52 to go until halftime. Howard wide right, double wing formation. And it's an option play to the right. Shark's going to keep it, angling right. And, he kind of gave up on the play early. Wanted to pitch it late. Thought he had room to run for the first down. Instead, he thought about the pitch and then tried to back his way to the first down, and he's 2 yards short. Well, I think, I love Tanner, but I think he made a mistake that time. Just accelerate and get to the sticks. It's a gain of 6, but it's 4th down and 2. Ottumwa leaving the offense on the field, and Burlington not using a timeout yet. I think Ottumwa's just going to run this down and call timeout. I'm surprised Burlington isn't calling timeout here. I can't imagine Ottumwa's going to go for it here after they call timeout. And there's the timeout. It comes with 1 minute to go until halftime. Brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Berry Patch IT Services invites you to stop in. Let me, David Berry, assist you from fixes to upgrades on laptops, desktops to keyboards. New or refurbished, I carry quality models and makes with a 90-day warranty. I customize from downloading Windows software to what you're looking for, whether for work or play. We have a passion for technology. Berry Patch IT Services at 313 East Main Street in downtown Ottumwa. Visit berrypatchitservices.com.
Watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Football brought to you by Sonic Drive-In, featuring made-to-order American classics, signature menu items, and speedy service from friendly car hops. Cruise on over to Sonic, North 63 next to Walgreens, for the ultimate Sonic experience. Ottumwa lining up to go for it on 4th and 2 from their own 46, 1 minute until halftime. Burlington shows blitz, Salema motions. Burlington jumped offside. Ottumwa, I don't think they're going to snap it, but the motion and the hard count gets the Greyhounds to jump.
On the play, encroachment on Burlington.
So the encroachment call gives Ottumwa 1st down and 10 at the Burlington 49. 1 minute to go until halftime. Bulldogs have 1 timeout remaining. Hopefully, at the very least, they're not letting Burlington get it back before the half. Shark under center. Salema motions. And now flags stop the play as they handed to Benary, but that play never happened. And Ottumwa called for a false start. So that'll make it 1st and 15. Back at the Ottumwa 46.
After the flag brings up 1st and 15 Bulldogs.
And I know Ottumwa's odds of scoring on this drive probably aren't the greatest, but a 5-yard penalty just makes it worse. And it's, again, what we talked about in the pregame show. Ottumwa, a lot of its damage was self-inflicted last week, and that opening drive tonight, 2 chop block penalties killed it. They fumbled the ball away. Another drive was killed by 2 fumbles that they managed to recover. They're trying to get the scoreboard to correct the number of timeouts on the board. Ottumwa has 1 timeout left. Scoreboard still says 2. Or maybe they're trying to get an even 1 minute. Yeah, they're trying to get that even 1 minute on the game clock, which they do. But Ottumwa still only has 1 timeout left. All right, 1st and 15 from their own 46, right hash. Double wing back, wideouts either side. Shark back to pass. Under pressure, throws it over the middle, and it's intercepted, underthrown. And all of a sudden, Burlington's going to have a shot here. Tackled at the Ottumwa 46-yard line is Trent Huffman, the inside linebacker, and Shark had pressure coming right at him, tried to get the throw off, and just couldn't get enough on it. Well, my hope of Burlington not getting a chance before half is dashed. Now, if you're Ottumwa, you cannot give up a pass play here. Again, they're in that tight formation, but they keep running Alex Fawcett, the tight end, deep. You cannot allow that to happen here. Robinson's going to hand it off to Shizzle, and up the middle he goes, dragging Demetrius Renteria-Spoon, who gets him down, but inside the 40, down to about the 39-yard line, a gain of 7. Burlington has all of its timeouts left. They're not using one here. 2nd down and 3. Robinson under center. Clock ticks under 30. Option keeper, and Robinson's hit hard and driven back. Cooper Derby got him. And now Burlington will call timeout on 3rd and short. 22.1 to go until halftime. Timeout brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High football brought to you by Mike and the team at Mike's Pizza. Ottumwa's favorite place to eat. Burlington facing 3rd down and 2 from the Ottumwa 38. 22.1 seconds until halftime. Burlington leads Ottumwa 21-7. Trying to take advantage of the interception a few moments ago and really put a stranglehold on this game. They have 2 timeouts remaining. 3rd down and 2. I formation, tight formation. Play action back to pass Robinson. Here comes the rush. Scrambling to his right. He throws while falling down. That's got to be grounding. That ball, I don't think, got back to the line of scrimmage, and there's the flag. He tripped over his own feet at the 45, tried to throw as he was falling down. The ball did not get back to the line of scrimmage. So that's got to be grounding and loss of down. And there is the call, intentional grounding. They will mark off from the spot of the foul, 5 yards. So Burlington has it 4th down and 13 from the Ottumwa 49 with 17 seconds to go. They're leaving their offense on the field, and if you're Ottumwa, you cannot get beat deep here. Whistles blow, and now Burlington will use its 2nd timeout. Brought to you by Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance in Ottumwa. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Line X of Ottumwa, we know your truck is much more than a vehicle to you. Whether you use it for work or play, a Line X spray-applied bedliner is ready for the long haul. Line X provides unmatched protection with a nationwide lifetime warranty. Want more for your truck? Line X carries accessories from WeatherTech, Bach Industry, Truxedo, Truck Gear, Lux, and Luverne Truck Accessories. The right parts and accessories to make your truck your truck. Everything is possible at Line X of Ottumwa.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High football brought to you by William Penn University. Their Iowa Pride Scholarship is geared towards high school seniors. Learn how you can pay $5,000 or less per year. Visit wmpenn.edu/Iowa Pride to find out more. Burlington facing 4th and 13 with 17 seconds to go in the half, and they will bring on the punt unit. Nolan Simpson back to punt. Do got to watch a fake. It is 4th and 13, but Burlington's at the Ottumwa 49. With only 17 seconds left, a fake would be relatively low risk. Simpson gets a snap. Looks, now kicks it end over end. It's going to land at the 20, take a bit of a Burlington bounce down to about the 17 or 18 yard line. And Ottumwa will take over with only 8.7 seconds to go in the half. Burlington used that timeout to reconsider and decided to punt instead of going for it on 4th and long. So Ottumwa dodged a bullet there after the interception set Burlington up for what could have been a really gut punch drive. Bulldog defense does its job. They mark it at the 17. I can't imagine Ottumwa's going to do anything more than take a knee here and head to the locker room down 2 scores. They'll line up in a normal formation here. Burlington's got two safeties way back. Motion Salema, and Shark will give it to Maneri. Looking for room off the right side, not there. He's tackled for a loss of one. And the first half comes to an end. So it's Burlington 21, Ottumwa 7 at halftime. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, and begin the halftime show on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
The secret is out. You're invited to see the all-new scoring system at Champion Bowl.
The first bowling alley in Iowa to have the new Bowler Entertainment System.
Animated and themed scoring grids and backgrounds.
It keeps score for a variety of game types.
There's classic bowling, of course, as well as Build the Monster, Bowling Hood, Battle of the Lanes, and more.
You can also video chat with any of the staff right from your bowling station.
Come experience the brand new Champion Bowl in Ottumwa,
where bowling is now awesome.
This is Nancy with Falvey Lumber. Come see the noticeable savings with the drop in lumber prices, just in time for all your fall projects. Whether you're building a new deck or remodeling that bathroom you've been putting off, Falvey Lumber has you covered for everything you need. We've got two convenient locations, Merino Avenue in Eddyville across from the BP, and on Clinton Street in Albia just off the southwest corner of the square. Check out the progress on our new showroom at the Eddyville location. The only locally owned lumber and hardware store on your list, Falvey Lumber and Hardware.
Introducing Low Price Lockdown at Hy-Vee. We're locking down prices on hundreds of your favorite everyday items. Prices are locked down for months and months on major leading name brands. The products that you like, the products that you want, and products that you'll want to stock up on. And all of the prices are locked down until we unlock them and lower them even more. Low Price Lockdown, only at Hy-Vee.
Protection is important, especially when you're talking about your dreams, which is why we're going to keep you covered with plans that can save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. That's protection.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
We are at halftime at Ottumwa High football on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Bulldogs were tied at 7 at the end of the first quarter, but some mistakes and inability to slow down Burlington in the second quarter mean that Ottumwa trails the Grayhounds 21-7 halfway through tonight's contest. Our scoring recap: first quarter, Burlington went 3 and out of the opening drive. Ottumwa had great field position, but a couple of chop blocks really pushed them back, turned it over on downs, and then Burlington marched 63 yards in 5 plays. Dimitri Donald, a 2-yard touchdown run, capped it off, and Burlington led 7-0 with 3:10 to go in the opening quarter. Ottumwa got a great kickoff return from William Howard, and it set up a 5-play, 55-yard drive, capped off by Cam Maneri's 19-yard touchdown run. And with 1:31 to go in the quarter, the game was tied at 7. Burlington's next drive went into the second quarter, and they eventually had a field goal blocked, but then Ottumwa on the very next play fumbled it away. Burlington got it back, needed just 2 plays to go, 28 yards. The quarterback, Gabe Robinson, a 12-yard touchdown run to make it 14-7 Greyhounds with 5:57 to go in the half. And after Ottumwa went 3 and out, wasting another good kick return, Burlington would put together another scoring drive, 4 plays over 70 yards, and Gabe Robinson would find Alex Fawcett for a 34-yard touchdown pass to make it 21-7 Burlington, and that's where we stand here at the half. All right, on the radio side, we'll take a 3-minute timeout, then get your Radio Iowa News, Radio Iowa Sports. On the video side, we'll meet a few more of our great sponsors, and then take a break and get you ready for the second half. Ottumwa down 21-7, but we've been down 2 scores already twice this year and come back to win the game, so why can't Ottumwa do it again in the second half? Well, hopefully they'll take the opening kickoff of the second half, find a way to score, make this football game. We'll see what happens. We'll join you on the other side for the second half here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Ottumwa Glass, located on Gateway Drive in Ottumwa, is your one-stop for all glass repair and installation. This time of year, your windshield has plenty of things thrown at it: pebbles, birds, and the occasional flying deer. Well, if you've had this happen to your vehicle, bring it to Ottumwa Glass for free estimates of your repair or replacement. If Bambi has made it impossible, they will come to you with guaranteed quality workmanship. They do home, commercial, and farm glass work as well. Ottumwa Glass on Gateway Drive across from O'Hara Hardware in Ottumwa, your full-service glass repair shop.
What do you look for when choosing a bank? One that's locally owned with fast and friendly service from neighbors who know your name? Are you looking for a bank that is growing and gives back to the communities it serves? Is the convenience of reliable online and mobile banking important to you? Do you need knowledgeable lending experts who make it easy and are empowered to say yes? We have it all at Iowa State Bank in Fairfield. Bank with us. MyIowaStateBank.com.
Looking to add value to your property? Looking for a top-rated local business? An easy way to do that is to have a fence installed. This is Jared with Pierce Fence Company. Whether you want a fence to keep your animals safe or a privacy fence to keep others out, Pierce Fence can install many different types of commercial, industrial, or residential fences. At Pierce Fence, we strive for excellence, safety, and quality. Give us a call today and find out why we lead the industry for all your fence projects in Southeast Iowa. You can count on our team here at Pierce Fence Company to get the job done right. Like us on Facebook or visit us at piercefenceco.com.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
For excellence in auto body work and paint jobs, there is only one place to go: R&K Body Pros. They pride themselves on being a local business who puts their customers first. Not only do they do quality work, they do estimates, insurance jobs, and will work with clients on deductibles. If you are in an accident, see R&K Body Pros to get your car back to normal. They work with all insurances, making sure you're happy with your outcome. Excellence is what you can expect when you work with R&K Body Pros at 315 East 2nd Street in downtown Ottumwa.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says "I love you" for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High Football, 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Welcome back to Schaefer Stadium, where your Bulldogs trail Burlington by a score of 21-7. First half stats for Ottumwa: they're running the ball well, 118 rushing yards, but have yet to complete a pass. Individually running the ball, Camineri has 6 carries for 44 yards. Abaya Salema 4 carries for 25 yards. Tanner Shark 4 carries for 28 yards. Cooper Derby 4 carries for 18 yards. And Luke Gravy 1 carry for 3 yards. Shark is 0 for 3 passing with an interception. That pick was the first one he'd thrown all season. Burlington's rushing totals are almost identical, 119 rushing yards, but in a surprise, they also have 130 passing yards. On the ground, the quarterback, Gabe Robinson, 9 carries, 32 yards. Caden Shizzle, 7 carries, 21 yards. Dimitri Donald has 4 carries for 24 yards. Pardon me, I misread Robinson. He has 9 carries for 52 yards. 52 yards rushing for Robinson. 3 carries, 17 yards for Nolan Simpson. And 1 carry for 5 yards for Noah Nixon. Receiving, Alex Fawcett, the senior tight end, has 4 catches for 114 yards and a touchdown. And Nixon 1 catch for 16 yards. Gabe Robinson is 5 for 5 for 130 yards and a touchdown. He had only been 3 of 9 for 75 yards coming into the game. But Ottumwa, quite honestly, several times has just flat out failed to cover a tight end running deep, usually Fawcett. Bulldogs are so sold out on stopping the run that they've given up some big pass plays, and that's really hurt them defensively. Ottumwa also losing the turnover battle 2-0 right now. The lost fumble by Luke Gravy led directly to a Burlington touchdown. The interception thrown by Shark near the end of the half thankfully didn't cost Ottumwa any points, but the Bulldogs must take better care of the football and avoid penalties in the second half if they want to come back. Now, the offense has moved the ball. They've been able to run the ball on this Burlington team, and you got to think a few pass plays will open up at some point. But, number one, the offense has to protect the ball, stay on the field, and keep that Burlington offense off the field so the defense can catch its breath. And number two, Ottumwa cannot keep shooting itself in the foot with penalties and turnovers, or they simply will not come back tonight. 21-7 the halftime score, as Ottumwa will receive the second half kickoff. It'll be William Howard and Abaya Salema deep. Now, Howard's already run a kickoff back to about the 45. They kicked it a little shorter, and Ryan McKinnon ran back to the 48. Then they kicked it to upman Braylon Griffiths, who still got it out to the 38. So the 3 times Burlington has kicked off, Ottumwa started with a good field position. Can they do it again here and kickstart something for this offense? Christian Snyder, one of the 2 interchangeable Burlington kickers, the right-footed one, will kick this one off. Center of the field, 40-yard line. We're ready to go for the third quarter. This kick is a low squibber and bobbled and caught by Griffiths across 35, and he'll push ahead out to the 40-yard line. And again, Ottumwa good field position. Burlington is deathly afraid of a big return by Ottumwa now.
Griffiths on the return to the 41-yard line.
And Griffiths doing his job as an upman, gets it out to the 41-yard line. 11:55 on the clock as Tanner Shark leads his team out for this drive. Again, that second quarter hurt. Ottumwa outscored 14-0. They're down 14, but you drive down and score here. It's a 1-score game, and then hopefully your defense can come up with a stop. William Howard goes wide right. Abaya Salema in the slot right. Braylon Griffiths tight end on the left. Kobe Chantalavan wingback on the right. Camineri the fullback, and he takes a handoff and just got hit in the backfield. Never had a chance. Loses 2 yards as breaking through was a nose tackle, John Shulka. It'll be 2nd down and 12.
John Shulka. Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
I don't mind the call. You're only down 2 scores. That fullback plunge has worked pretty well for Ottumwa, and it is the base of their offense. Everything else they do is based off of that. But you've got to block it. You've got to block the nose tackle. 2nd down and 12. Again, too wide to the right. Blitz coming. Shark will take it on the right to an option. Keeps it. Cuts back inside. Burlington had it covered pretty well. Tanner gets 3 out to the 42. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 9.
And Nolan Simpson, their leading tackler, limping off the field. Might have suffered some kind of left ankle injury as he limps off. He's their leading tackler and their top runner coming into the night, their fullback. That could be significant. 3rd down and 9. Howard goes wide left. Tight end on the right, wing backs either side. Salema motions. Now, they give it quick and the ball is fumbled. And Burlington's on it again. Ottumwa, again, not taking care of the football. I don't know if Tanner Shark meant to hand it off to his fullback there or if he tried to pull it out late on the option. But the exchange was not good. The ball came out and Burlington recovers at the Ottumwa 37, and here we go again.
Burlington takes over 1st and 10, ball on the 37-yard line.
1st down and 10, Burlington at the Ottumwa 37. And 10:31 to go in the 3rd quarter. This drive could really put Ottumwa behind the 8 ball. Gabe Robinson, the quarterback, hands to the deep back, and nothing doing there. Luke Gravy in the backfield. That ball came out briefly as Demetri Howard dropped it but picked it back up for no gain. Great play by Luke Gravy. 2nd and 10 now. I thought that play was going to go for a loss, but everybody who carries the ball for Burlington does a great job of falling forward. Gravy hit Donald in the backfield, but the junior fell forward to just get it back to line of scrimmage, and he did drop the ball, but he fell right on it. Someone needs to force some more of those fumbles. I formation on 2nd down. Well, it looked like a false start. They don't call it. Robinson keeps it over the left side, and he'll get inside the 35, down to about the 32. Gain of 5, 3rd down and 5. I'm convinced that the left tackle, the left guard, was out in front of everybody else on that play. How that wasn't a false start, I have no idea.
Brings up 3rd and 5, Burlington.
3rd down and 5. There's a Burlington coach in the ear of that side judge on the far side. He's the one who should have thrown that flag. I do not get that call. That lineman was off before everybody else. On 3rd down, Robinson on the option right, keeps it, breaks the tackle. He's got the 1st down. Needed the 27, got it to the 26. Gain of 6.
Number 15, Gabe Robinson on the carry, brought down number 4, Camineri.
Camineri with the stop, and again, Ottumwa. That defense,
1st and 10, Burlington.
and they're coming off the halftime break, but again, you turn it over on your opening drive, and your defense is right back out there. And these minutes playing defense are starting to pile up on Ottumwa here. In that tight formation. Again, the left side of the line moved early. They hand it off to Donald. There's no flag on the play. They're snapping it quick, but the left side of that line is gone before the ball is snapped. Camineri on that stop. Gain of 4 for Donald down to the 22. 2nd down and 6. But both the guard and the tackle on the left side were up and out of their stance before anybody else moved. And I don't know how they're not seeing that. And that's where the play is going, off left guard. I formation, 2nd down. Again, counter to the right, hand off to Donald. He's hit at the 20 and dragged back. So it'll be 3rd down and 4. I think Matt Payne got in on that stop.
Demetri Donald on the carry, brought down by number 64, Matt Payne.
3rd and 4 from the 20. Don't know if this is 4-down territory or if Burlington might try another field goal if they don't gain another yard. Their first field goal attempt was blocked. They've had some issues with snaps on their place kicks, although they haven't missed an extra point yet, leading 21-7. Robinson the snap, option left keeps it, has a seam. Cooper Derby catches up to him and wrangles him out of bounds, but not before Robinson gets to the 15-yard line, and that's enough for a 1st down. Gain of 5. Methodical drive starting with a short field. This drive began on the Ottumwa 37 after the Bulldogs fumbled it away. Now down to the 15-yard line. Ball on the left hash. 1st down and 10. Nolan Simpson back in the game at fullback, and option play to the right. Robinson trying to keep it himself. He broke one tackle, then got drilled by Dylan Forney, the defensive end.
Gabe Robinson on the carry, brought down number 56.
Gain of 2 to the 13, 2nd down and 8. Nolan Simpson, their fullback, still looks like he's laboring. He limped off on defense a series ago. Gets in his stance. They'll hand it to the deep man, Donald. Breaks a tackle. He's inside the 10. Spun down just shy of the first down. He needed the 5. He's at about the 5.5, so it's a gain of 7. 3rd down and inches. The ball just outside the 5. And now they move it all the way back to the 6, make it 3rd and a full yard. The umpire had initially set that ball down on the 5, and the side judges are telling him, no, it's further back. No, it's still further back. It's amazing how much trouble officiating crews have spotting the ball sometimes. 3rd down, quick snap. Robinson fakes a handoff, keeps it himself inside the 5. Ottumwa's going to stand him up at about the 3, but it'll be 1st and goal. Fakes the handoff to the fullback and just follows him through the line. Gain of 3, 1st and goal from the 3 as Burlington tries to add to its 21-7 lead. Ottumwa trying to find a way to keep the Greyhounds out of the end zone. Boy, this would be a good time to get a hand on the football and strip it away. Shizzle is the deep back. Simpson the fullback. Robinson's been keeping it a lot. He's under center. Gets a snap. Gave it to Simpson. And he stood up. He got to the 1, but not into the end zone. Bulldogs hang tough for the moment. Gain of 2. 2nd and goal from the 1.
2nd and goal, Burlington.
The ball just inches outside the Ottumwa goal line here. Feels like it might be a quarterback sneak situation here, although really their quarterback runs effectively by faking a handoff, then just following somebody. Ottumwa's got to plug the gaps here. They do bring their receiving tight end Fawcett into the game. He's already got 114 receiving yards. And this play, handoff left side, Shizzle. He's into the end zone. That was too easy for the touchdown. 5:11 mark of the 3rd quarter, and suddenly Ottumwa's down 3 scores. And the 2nd Burlington drive to end up in the end zone after Ottumwa fumbled it away. The left-footed kicker, Brennan Winkie, will attempt this PAT. Again, Gabe Robinson, the quarterback, is the holder. Low snap, he gets it down. Kick is up and good, and there's a flag down. Cooper Derby trying to block that kick. Might get called for running into the kicker here. Don't think he knocked him over. Of course, I was watching the ball. Any penalty here is going to be assessed on the kickoff. Oh, they call a personal foul roughing the kicker. He didn't even fall down. I didn't see him fall down. So it's 28-7, and Ottumwa's going to be backed up on the kickoff. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
What do you look for when choosing a bank? One that's locally owned with fast and friendly service from neighbors who know your name? Are you looking for a bank that is growing and gives back to the communities it serves? Is the convenience of reliable online and mobile banking important to you? Do you need knowledgeable lending experts who make it easy and are empowered to say yes? We have it all at Iowa State Bank in Fairfield. Bank with us. MyIowaStateBank.com.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
After the Ottumwa turnover, Burlington goes 37 yards in 11 plays, took 5 minutes, 20 seconds off the clock. Caden Shizzle, a 1-yard touchdown run. And with 5:11 to go in the 3rd quarter, it's Burlington 28, Ottumwa 7. And after a roughing the kicker call on the extra point, Burlington will kick off from the Ottumwa 45. Christian Snyder will get his turn to kick off. Looks like he's not gonna do a big run up on him. And he angles it towards the corner, and that's caught but in the end zone by Howard, and that'll be a touchback. This will actually be, technically Ottumwa's second worst starting field position of the night. They had the ball at their own 17-yard line for the final drive of the first half, but there was only 8 seconds on the clock. Ottumwa's had very good field position most of the night to start the majority of their drives, but they haven't really taken advantage of it. Now they've got to go 80 yards to get a touchdown here and try to make it a 2-score game again, trailing 28-7. Shark under center, wingbacks either side, Howard wide left. Salema motions, they'll pitch it out to him, cuts back inside one defender, and he got across the line of scrimmage, and he gets hogtied and thrown down by Shizzle after a gain of only 1, second down and 9.
Number 8, Caden Seisel. Gain of 1 brings up 2nd and 9, Bulldogs.
The absence of Javen Rominger, the number 2 wide receiver, is being felt tonight. We have not seen, I've only seen Ottumwa go a wide out to either side once this whole game. Now, they put a wing back in the slot several times. But the formation we've often seen first 3 games of Howard on one side, Rominger on the other, not there tonight. Counter to Salema, big hole up the middle, 35, 40, accelerates right through the safety, finally caught from behind, but all the way out. But the ball apparently came out, and back the other way was Fawcett. I thought Salema was down. He got hit from behind. The beanbag is out. I swear he was down.
Number 2, Abias Salema on the carry.
The gain was to the 47, and then Fawcett ran it back to about the 30, but the officials are getting together here. Hopefully this will end up with Ottumwa's ball. I did not see that. Well, I didn't see the ball come out at all. I certainly didn't see it come out before he was down. And now Burlington their defense is staying on the field and walking backwards. So I got to think that whatever the officials decide here, it's going to be. No, they say Burlington ball. You got to be kidding me.
Fumble on the play, recovered by Burlington.
Well, even when something goes right for Ottumwa, it ends up going wrong. That was a 26-yard gain for Salema, but he's ruled to have fumbled. And the officials, I'd like to see a replay. Maybe I'll watch it later, but I'm pretty sure the officials blew that one. All of a sudden, Burlington, with 4:20 to go in the quarter, starting from the Ottumwa 30, first down and 10. Robinson, a handoff to Shizzle left side, big hole, breaks a tackle, gets down to the 20, gain of 10 and a first down.
Caden Seisel on the carry, brought down number 15, Toby Santelavon.
Well, the weird thing about that, the fumble by Salema is all the officials got together. Burlington was fully expecting that play to be ruled down. Their defense was backing up. Their defense didn't leave the field. They stopped celebrating. They were backing up. So to me, that tells me that they probably thought he was actually down. They just played it out to the whistle. Well, that's a killer of a call right there. Shazo right side finds it alley, gets to the outside, down to the 10, to the 5, touchdown. I mean, everything's gone sideways for Ottumwa here. Second, hold on, there is a flag down. They announced a flag down. I'm looking for it. Well, there it is at the 15-yard line. And it will be against Burlington. Burlington's lining up like there's an extra point to be kicked here. What have they called here? Now nobody knows what's going on. Dead ball unsportsmanlike on Ottumwa, or it's going to be assessed on the kickoff. So the touchdown counts, and now unsportsmanlike on Ottumwa. Extra point by Snyder is good. And it's 35-7 Greyhounds. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Talking with someone about suicide or suicidal thoughts can be hard, but sometimes it's a necessary conversation to have. If you're concerned about someone and you've noticed a drastic change in behavior, ask the person directly if they are considering suicide. Research shows that asking the question directly helps the suicidal person feel at ease and less alone. For more information, call Southern Iowa Mental Health Center 24 hours a day, 844-430-8520.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Personal foul penalty is accepted on the kickoff.
After the controversial fumble call, Burlington goes 30 yards in 2 plays, 16 seconds. Caden Chisel, a 20-yard touchdown run, 35-7 Burlington. They'll kick off again from the Ottumwa 45 after Ottumwa was called for unsportsmanlike conduct at the end of the touchdown play. The kickoff by Winkie is into the end zone for a touchback. I would not in any way condone an Ottumwa player arguing with an official, but there is clearly some frustration with Ottumwa as to that last fumble call, especially since the officials all got together and everybody thought that they were going to go back and rule that he was down, and then did not. Now, the officials are not the reason Ottumwa was down 35-7. But I wouldn't say it's been a great night for the guys in stripes. First down and 10, Ottumwa from the 20. Shark under center, Salema in motion. They try to hand off to the fullback Maneri, and he is hit and driven back for a loss. Back to the 19, loss of 1.
Maneri on the carry, brought down over 56, tails gone. Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 Ottumwa.
PA announced a loss of 2, but the ball's at the 19. That's a loss of 1. Would like to see Ottumwa here. They've still got to play another 15 and a half minutes of football here. Ottumwa's got to put together something here just for pride's sake. Shark fakes a pitch, rolls out. He's under heavy pressure, gets away from the first man, trying to run back to his right, trying to wave somebody downfield, throws it to Salema. He catches it, but Abaya's going to be spun down for essentially no gain. First completion of the night for Ottumwa, but it doesn't net anything. And it'll be 3rd down and 11. Boy, Tanner did a great job avoiding the sack there. He's supposed to be a rollout to the left. A free defender came in on him. But now 3rd down and long. Boy, after the first quarter, when Ottumwa had 2 solid drives, killed one with penalties, but went down and scored on their second drive. We had a tie game at the end of a quarter. You thought, boy, Ottumwa was going to hang in here, but some self-inflicted wounds in the second and early part of the third quarters, and it's gotten out of hand. 3rd down and 11. Shark gives it on the inside counter to Salema. He had a hole. He's out across the 25. A flag comes down, and an Ottumwa player is down around the 25. Getting up is Matt Payne. He'll stay in. Boy, the way Salema went down, are we looking at a face mask here? No, they call a hold on Ottumwa. Of course. Now, it's 4th and about 5 if they decline the penalty. Or it's 3rd and 15 if they accept it. 4th and 4 as they do decline the penalty.
Holding on Ottumwa, the penalty is declined. 4th and 4 Bulldogs.
Gain of 7, but 4th down and 4, and Ottumwa will bring on the punt team here. 2:14 left in the third quarter. Ottumwa down 35-7. Salema back to punt. Good snap. Gets off an end-over-end kick. That's going to bounce, like a big Ottumwa bounce. Letting it go is Owen Baker, and that's going to roll all the way down to the Burlington 20-yard line. Excellent punt by Abaya Salama. Clock stops, 2:01 to go third quarter. Thought this game would move quickly, both teams running the ball a lot. That hasn't really been the case. First and 10 just outside the Burlington 20. It's about a 54-yard punt for Salema. Ball on the left hash of the Greyhounds. First down and 10. Gabe Robinson still under center. Hands off to the deep back. I think that's Dimitri Donald this time. He'll get a couple, maybe 3 out to the 23, running off left tackle. Cooper Derby again in on the stop. Second down and 7. Really, they mark it out at the 24. That's a gain of 4. Second down and a long 6, we'll call it. They have to get it just outside the 30, but not all the way to the 31 for a first down. And they haven't split somebody out wide all night. Robinson keeping on the option, just tucks it, wasn't even going to pitch it. Cuts back inside, made a few men miss, and he's across the 30 for the first down. Boy, Ottumwa looked like they had that wrapped up. But a cut back inside by Robinson, and Ottumwa was left grasping at air as he runs it out to the 32 for a gain of 8. That's supposed to be an option look, but Robinson, as soon as he faked the handoff to the fullback, he's running right. He's got his tailback available for a pitch, but he just immediately tucks the ball in his right arm and shows no interest in pitching that ball. And if I'm the Ottumwa player out on the edge and I see him completely tuck that ball in, I'm ignoring the pitch man because he's not going to pitch it from that position. First down snap, counter play left to Shizzle, spins off one tackle, and he's driven down at the 35 for a gain of 3. Braylon Griffiths on that tackle.
Number 49, Mike King.
And they call Mike Kane, but that's Griffiths. Second down and 7.
Ball for 35-yard line.
The left tackle, Xavier Baker, has left the field, but that was the end of the third quarter. All right, Ottumwa down 35-7. We're back in 1 minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Start of the fourth quarter. Your Ottumwa Bulldogs trailing Burlington 35-7. Burlington with a second down and 7 from their own 35. High formation. Power to the right. Robinson keeping it to the right, trying to cut back inside. Boy, he's slippery. He's out to the 40, cuts back left. He's free to the 50. Chentalvan trying to run him down, and he'll get him down at the 40. And the line judge is going to give him the 39, even though the hit from the safety had him sitting at the 40 before he rolled forward for another yard. But why would they spot the ball correctly? Gain of 26 is the ruling. Boy, it didn't look like there was anything there for Robinson, but just a couple of subtle moves and Ottumwa again just reaching for air. 1st and 10, Burlington at the Ottumwa 39. Ball on the left hash. Doesn't get any easier next week. We're headed to Cedar Rapids Prairie. There's a snap. Give it to the fullback left side. That is Noah Nixon, and he will not get anything. Cooper Derby gets him down for no gain. 2nd down and 10. Someone down 28 here, so we're not in a running clock situation. Now, if Burlington scores again and makes it a 35-point game, then we would go into the running clock. Robinson under center again. And a give to the tailback, Shizzle. Big hole through the right side, and he's cut down well by Chantalavan. That could have been a much bigger gain, but Kobe came up and popped him at the 34 for a gain of only 5. 3rd down and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up.
Braden Larkin going to check in defensively for Gale Battras. Again, Ottumwa getting thin on that D-line. John Harden already out for the year. Brenton Jensen left the game injured in the first half. He has not returned. Gale Battras getting more playing time on defense. Larkin getting more playing time on defense. Normally just stalwarts in the offensive line. 3rd down and 5. Robinson handoff to Dimitri Donald over the right side. He's drilled short of the 1st down. Hit and dropped at about the 31. And it'll be 4th down and about 2. And make it 4th and 3. He's just inside the 32.
Brings up 4th and 3, Burlington.
Only a gain of 2. 4th down and a short 3 or a long 2, however you want to look at it. The ball just inside the 32. They have to get it down to the 29. Greyhound's going to go for it here. Some people call this the maroon zone. You're too close to punt, but you're not in the red zone. Robinson, handoff to Donald, hit, and he stood up right near the marker. This is going to be close. Braden Larkin was in on that stop.
Brought down number 44, Cooper Derby.
Cooper Derby as well, and boy, they're not even going to measure. They're going to say he got it. Wow, that's kind of generous from here.
1st down, Burlington, ball on the 29-yard line.
They give him the 29, and they actually give him the nose of the ball inside the 29. He got inside the 30. I was not convinced he got the ball that far, certainly. I thought that would be one to measure. 1st and 10, Burlington. 9 minutes to go. They lead Ottumwa 35-7. H back to the right, I formation. Robinson keeping it to the left side. Huge opening. Good hustle by Braylon Griffiths to get to the outside and cut down Robinson.
Brought down by Braylon Griffiths.
Boy, if Griffiths doesn't get there, I don't know if anybody does. Robinson just faked the handoff, ran left. There was no red jerseys out on the perimeter. Griffiths hustling from his linebacker spot to get him down at the 23 and hold him to a 6-yard gain when I thought he was going to walk into the end zone.
2nd and 4, Burlington.
Good to see some hustle there, even though you're down big. 2nd down and 4. Ball just inside the 23, left hash. Donald the deep back. And whistles blow to stop this play. Did they finally say that the left side of that line moving was a false start? Yes, they do. That's, I think, only the first time they've called a false start on Burlington. I've seen the left side of that line go early multiple times. But now that we're in the 4th quarter, it's the line judge here on the near side who's watching that, not the side judge on the far side who never saw it.
2nd and 9, Burlington.
And so 2nd and 4 turns into 2nd and 9. Ball back to the 28. And Robinson with a hard count. Ottumwa jumped, and they gave it right back.
Flag on the play, encroachment of Ottumwa.
Well, you get a little break, and then you turn around and hand it right back to the other team, so we're back to 2nd and 4. The clock keeps moving every time they reset it because it wasn't a stop clock when the penalty started. That's a high school rule. 2nd and 4, 7.5 minutes to go. Robinson will hand it to Donald, and he is hit and taken down after a minimal gain.
Number 11, Dimitri Donald on the carry.
That tackle was made by Nolan Heller, a sophomore linebacker. First time we've called his name this year. No gain on the play. Nice tackle by Heller. So 3rd down and 4. There's a lot of sophomores populating the depth on this Ottumwa roster. Some of these guys may be asked to contribute more and more as the year goes on. 3rd and 4. Snap to Robinson. Hands it to Shizzle, the tailback, and he's not getting a lot. Only down to the 20. It'll be 4th down again. Cam Manarian on the stop along with Cooper Derby. It is a gain of 3.
Brings up 4th and 1, Burlington.
So here is a second 4th down try for Burlington on this drive. Quarterback Robinson went to the sideline to get the play call here. Gets back to the huddle with 16 on the play clock. 4th down and a yard. Gets a snap, keeps it left side, has a 1st down and more inside the 10, tackled from behind on the play at the 9. It'll be 1st and goal as Mike Kane got in on that stop. Boy, you think you've got him, and then he gets away. Gain of 11 on 4th and 1. 1st and goal at the 9. Boy, if Burlington gets it in the end zone here, gets the running clock going, not only will that shorten the end of the game, it won't shorten it by a lot. We're already under 6 minutes to go. Ottumwa will not have very much time at all to put together what is starting to look like will be their final opportunity with the ball. 1st and goal at the 9. See if Ottumwa can keep him out of the end zone. Pitch to the right for Shizzle. Has a hole on the right. Hit at the 5. Chopped down shy of the goal line. But down to the 1. A gain of 8. 2nd and goal. Chantalavan on the stop there. Second and goal from the 1. But Burlington has taken advantage of Ottumwa's miscues, and then they've just worn Ottumwa down. The defense has been out there so much with the offense coughing up the football 3 times. And a pitch out left to Shizzle, tries to cut it back inside, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. Ottumwa got there, but he didn't have very far to go to get in. A 14-play drive that ends with a 1-yard touchdown run by Caden Shizzle. His 3rd touchdown of the game, all coming in the second half. Winkie will try the PAT this time. This for the running clock. Low snap. They get it down. Kick is up and good. 42-7, back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Burlington essentially puts the game away with a 14-play, 80-yard drive that took 9 minutes and 24 seconds. Caden Shizzle, a 1-yard touchdown run. And with 4:37 to go in the game, it's Burlington 42, Ottumwa 7. Running clock will be in effect starting with this kickoff. Christian Snyder will kick it away. And this is a low kick up the middle, will be taken by one of the up men at the 21. Trying to get to the right side is Ryan McKinnon, has a hole. Oh, got tripped up as he got to the 35. Flag comes in late.
Ryan McKinnon on the return. There's a flag on the
That flag came in kind of after the tackle. And what are they calling here? A block in the back on Ottumwa. So instead of out to the 35 with another good return by McKinnon, they'll take 10 yards back to the 25. .422 to go. First down and 10. They do wind the clock now, running clock in effect. Cooper Derby's a fullback, Howard wide left, wingbacks either side. Gentalavan motions, and it's a give to Derby up the middle, off right guard, good gain of 5, out near the 30, second down and 5. And Derby stays down after the hit, and they'll have to stop play. They only gave him 4, it kind of adds insult to injury. He gets up, but they've already whistled. He's trying to walk back to the huddle, but they've got to tell him no. Once they blow the whistle because you're down, you have to leave the field. So Cooper walks off. Camineri comes in. Second down and 6 as they'll wind the clock again. Under 4 to go. Too wide to the left this time. As Shark keeps it on the option around the left side. Plenty of room to run here. Now, tough pitch to Saleme. Had to stop to catch it, and that killed the momentum of the run, but Abaya does have a first down. Out to the 36, a gain of 7. First and 10 at Ottumwa at their own 36-yard line, left hash. 3:17 and counting. Sharks had a couple of pitches that Salemas had to reach back for. They might want to work on that one a little bit more. Gentalavan in motion, fake the pitch, give it to Salema on the right side, had a seam, and boy, if he could have gotten away from... Let's see, the tackle on the play, Max, pardon me. No, that is Max Hartman, 22, got him by the ankles. He doesn't get him by the ankles. That's a much bigger gain. Salema's been close to daylight a few times, just hasn't quite been able to break free. He does get 7 yards on the play at second down and 3, out to the 43-yard line. 2.5 minutes to go. Sharks and Salema in motion, gets a snap. Gives it to Cam Maneri, and he got across the 45 out to the 47. That's good enough for a Bulldog first down. Gain of 4. Clock would normally stop to move the chains, but not with the running clock in effect. 2:08 and counting, fourth quarter. They mark it at the 48-yard line, so we'll give him 5 yards. Another Bulldog first down brought to you by Sonic Drive-In on North 63 in Ottumwa. Tight formation here for Ottumwa. Salema in motion, give it to Maneri, has some room right side. Tried to bounce it outside and really didn't have anywhere further to go. He does get to the Burlington 49, a gain of 3. Second down and 7. Minute 37 to go, and Ottumwa's got to speed up the tempo here, or they're only going to get a few more plays off. Maneri is going to check out. And Nolan Heller, who we saw on defense, will come in at fullback. Sophomore. I believe getting his first time on offense here. Minute 17 to go. Salema motions. Play action, Shark back to pass, rolling left. Doesn't have anyone to throw to out there. He's going to run it himself, and he'll get out of bounds after only a 1-yard gain to the 48.
Tanner Shark on the carry, ran out of bounds on number 14, Vance Walls.
William Howard was a wideout on that left side. He ran a route to the inside, and he and Shark kind of discussing that one. Bit of miscommunication there. And running clock down to 45 seconds. Ottumwa, if they don't hurry up, this might be their final play. Third down and 6, but time now the biggest factor. 42-7 Burlington. Shark, give it to Salema on that inside counter. Can he find the seam? Inside the 35, accelerates down to the 25-yard line. Big first down. Ottumwa's going to need to call a timeout if they want to run another play.
On the carry, brought down by number 40, Zuriel Garrett. And that's good for a Bulldogs first down.
First down brought to you by Sonic Drive-In on North 63 in Ottumwa, under 10 seconds. They're going to have to hurry to get this off. 4 seconds. They're still not lined up. And the ball game's going to end right there. Final score, Burlington 42, Ottumwa 7. So we'll take 3 minutes, come back, and wrap it up on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Are you looking for someone to capture the special moments in life, such as senior photos, weddings, family portraits, baby pictures, or even your furry friends? Look no further than Lee's Photography in Ottumwa to schedule your appointment. Brian, Connie, and the staff at Lee's Photography have the knowledge and experience to capture your special moments and make your vision come to life. Visit them on Facebook to see the range of their work. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, for all your all-around photography needs.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
The Wood Iron Grill at the Oskaloosa Public Golf Course is your home for chef-inspired cuisines. This is Chef Michael, and I invite you to come discover the Wood Iron Grill. From the delectable food that we serve to the gracious hospitality that we provide, we are the destination for an unforgettable dining experience that promotes conversation, laughter, and friendships. Enjoy our warm atmosphere and our breathtaking panoramic views. If you're looking for extraordinary flavor and impeccable service, it doesn't get any better than the Wood Iron Grill, making memories one plate at a time. For hours and specials, like us on Facebook.
All roads lead to the new home of the realtors you've come to trust in our community, Bridge City Realty. Whether you're buying or selling property, contact our qualified staff of experienced, professional salespeople at our offices, now located next door to Walgreens. We're right in the heart of Ottumwa at 301 West 4th, so stop by or call our new office line at 684-1234. Bridge City Realty, Southeast Iowa's #1 real estate agency.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Get the small town charm with real-world experience at William Penn University. Located in beautiful Oskaloosa, Iowa, William Penn is the perfect place to pursue your higher education. We offer a diverse selection of majors, including a 4-year nursing degree. And our state-of-the-art facilities offer the latest technology. With small class sizes and affordable tuition, William Penn is a great place to call home. Invest in your future at William Penn. Visit wmpenn.edu today to learn more and enroll.
You're watching your Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
And welcome back one final time tonight to Schaefer Stadium, where Ottumwa was in it early against Burlington, but then some self-inflicted wounds allowed Burlington to take control, and the Greyhounds stepped on the gas, ended up pulling away and beating Ottumwa tonight 42-7. Bulldogs fall to 2-2 Grayhounds improved to 3-1. Our next broadcast of Ottumwa High football comes up next Friday night. We're back on the road for a trip and a tough matchup at Cedar Rapids Prairie. Pregame at 7, kickoff at 7:30 here on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. I want to thank our sponsors one more time. Sonic Drive-In, Meridian Credit Union, Bridge City Realty, Graphics Masters, American Family Insurance Agent Michael Taylor Moss, Iowa State Bank and Trust Company, Blackhawk Auto Body, Falvey Lumber, Champion Bowl, Gardner Collier, Reflection Studio, Mercy One Ottumwa, Roto-Rooter, Family First Chiropractic, R&K Body Pros, Lee's Photography, Citizens Mutual, Mike's Pizza, Ottumwa Glass, The Wood Iron Grill, Pierce Fence, Southern Iowa Mental Health Center, Berry Patch IT Service, William Penn University, and Marvin Boyer with Shelter Insurance. A big thank you to Bulldog head coach Brian Goodvin for helping us prepare for the broadcast tonight, and a big thank you to both of my producers, Annie Argo, the on-site video producer, and Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. Finally, I'd like to thank you, the fans, for tuning in tonight, because without your support of these broadcasts and of Ottumwa High Athletics, none of this would be possible. So thank you for tuning in to Bulldog Football on 1240 AM, 102.7 FM KBIZ, and on the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. My name's Jason Van Arkel. I'll talk to you next Friday night when the Bulldogs play at Cedar Rapids Prairie. Until then, good night, everybody.